check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans.
Man, that never gets old. Just saying.
Mr. Tom McDonald.
Speaking the truth. That dude has got some killer music out there.
Yep.
Sorry I'm late, everybody. I thought I could drink it from the can. Yeah, no, it got warm way too quick, so I had to go get my standard permanently affixed to my cup. What's up, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, you're on a regular chair. You want a phone book?
Wow.
Look at some faces out in the chat we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah,
Awesome. Jay Watterson's 69. My favorite number was first. Mr. Mike DeLucia, what's up?
What's going on?
Miss Shelley Seychelle, how you doing? Good, I hope.
Hello. Yes.
Gerald B. graces our presence. How you doing, Gerald? Nice.
Jezzo.
Face I haven't seen in a while. BC Truck, BC Blades. Nice to see you.
Cool dude.
We have Mr. Stump Greenwood. What's up?
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen.
And the forever young Dish Outdoors.
Thank you.
Forever young.
Hello, everybody.
Also, we got Prepping to Endure gracing our presence. Been a minute, bro. What's up? I hope you're feeling all right. Who else? Who else? Just said his name. Did I just say Prepping or is?
Yeah.
Sorry to
Okay.
hear that gunpowder.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Turn up my hearing
Hey,
Been in the
gunpowder's out there.
You been in the liquor cabinet again?
aid.
Gunpowder Beauty's out there.
Gunpowder Beauty, what's up? You have a link, my dear.
Yeah, but she's headed back. She's got a sick kid.
Aw.
The sick baby mix for
But she's listening.
Well, darling, I hope you and the youngin have a night that improves quickly.
Yes.
Right?
Very quickly.
I don't care what kind of cold you got or little fever or little sniffle or hay fever. It feels worse when the sun goes down for some reason.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yep. It's like, right on, Prepping. Doing okay. Thanks for asking. Cool, dude. Well, I had an exciting not a weekend. Did anybody else?
I had a great weekend. Well, it wasn't the weekend.
Yeah, no, technically that's middle of the week. That's like
Yep.
old retired people party in the middle of the week.
Yep.
4 of us got 3 days in a row.
Right on.
Multi Gunman, what's up?
What's up?
Haven't forgotten you. You're like a little grain of salt in the back of my mind every time the post office calls. I'm like, fuck.
Mikey breaky heart, you might blow up.
Motherfucker went from reading a tape measure to toting boxes around for everybody and can't even tote his own fucking mail around now.
No shit. My problem is my post office is north. Everything I seem to do is either south or west.
Right.
And it's like, you got to make the special loop
Same here.
like 10 minutes out of my way.
Yeah. Everywhere I go is south.
Saying,
Post office is north.
yeah.
Yeah, my post office is fucking wicked far away.
I'm doing it to everybody else at home over there.
Well, you have freedom here.
It takes me about well, if I drive it, it takes me approximately, I don't know, 34 seconds. If I walk it, probably takes me about 4 minutes.
Right on.
Yeah, by truck, ours is about a half hour away.
Wow.
Shit, your driveway's a half hour long.
No, it's only a quarter mile.
Multi-gun, what's up, kid?
Oh, I got to sneeze working up slow.
Yeah, here's a finger.
Oh,
Oh, it's get me wet. Hang on.
I felt the spray.
Oh, gross.
My mama hit me in the head with a shoe one time. I didn't cover my mouth, so I cover my mouth to this day.
You're gonna have to wipe off your webcam.
Mike, is that blood in your shirt? Where?
That's what Susie's sitting here for. With her dirty black pants from being out in the yard. You should see this girl. She looks like a grubby 12-year-old boy right now.
I don't see blood in my shirt. Does you see blood in my shirt?
She has literally got dirt on her shins. Her white socks are like black from working and sweating and busting her hump.
You go, girl.
She's got bleeding mosquito bite scars up and down her shins. That's some sexy shit right there. Look like he'd been out fishing or hunting or something. Gold mining, something.
Easy there, Steve. Got a couple hours of.
Maybe not. Watch.
We'll be right back.
That'd only take a second. That'd only take him a second anyway.
Well, Mike.
Those
Only-
marathons are long over.
Only if, yeah, if you can hear you in the background, you probably take all night. Might want to turn the volume down.
Who's Mike there for, Dish?
Himself.
And dish. And what's it all about?
Busting a nut.
Amen to that.
Right now, it's all about gummy worms.
Mm-hmm.
Dish's jaws are probably getting sore.
Yep.
Little addiction problem.
Yeah, I'm getting one.
Hey, NASCAR,
Oh, yeah.
what's happening?
Sacco in what? What's
What's
OOB?
going on, Brother Paul?
Jeremy, what's OOB? Hey, P.
Ooh,
NASCAR,
put
what's
some
up, kid?
pork butts on the roaster.
Nummy P NASCARs.
Nice.
Oh, pork butts. Nice. On a pit.
I have to say something. Your temperature is like 115.
Next weekend, camping
She's
trip to
touching my hand,
Southern
and
Maine
it's
and
like-
Saco. That's a nice trip going down to Saco.
Pick up
In
your
the canoe.
No? Jay Watt, we need a vote.
No.
I only got one left dish. You want it?
You. It says that it's a shareable bag, but I say that's a lie.
Yes, we do.
Well, there is
For
always
sure.
me, myself, and I.
That's true.
So it's how many milligrams per bag?
They're virgin gummy ones.
Oh,
Bite it in the middle, you rebel.
But if that's what she wants, Aaron.
there you go.
Is that the special bag?
The secret stuff.
So I see in the news Congress passed their anti-gun bill. Redneck Prepper, what's up? And it just, I found this new lawyer dude that goes through all that crap and tells all the ins and outs.
Is he the heavy kid with the glasses?
He almost looks like, all right. He
Oh,
almost
really?
looks
Oh,
like
it's a different guy.
looks like his dad or his brother or something.
I'm listening to a young kid from California.
Right on. But he says it has no leg to stand on just because of they can't outlaw something if it's in common use.
Right.
And there are millions and billions. So it's just bullshit. Trying to get votes from their, liberal constituents, what have you. Typical libtards, just a big bag of wind. Oh, we're going to help and we care about you, but nothing ever really happens.
Redneck prepper. No, I got it on J Watt.
Jay Watt, she's got it on.
Just for you.
She-
Thank
Jay
you.
Watt,
Wonder
Jay
that's-
Watt, if you were in the chat prior to going live, you would have seen her out of the fucking monster shirt.
Yep, she always shows up that dress.
I begged her to
Hold on a
stay.
minute. She's combing her hair and putting her clothes on. Wait a minute.
She was giving me an early birthday present.
Right. Susie can't be the only one that streaks.
I love private.
Right.
What else is going on? Vanessa Kitty's going on. That's who. What's
Hey,
up,
Vanessa.
Vanessa?
Hi,
Hey,
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
How's things down in CT, Vanessa?
I actually played on the lathe a little bit today. It was fun.
Oh, cool.
Made a couple ferro rods and some strikers.
Nice.
Jay Watt.
You want to see what I made?
Yes.
Yes.
I took this pine knot,
Cool.
Shark fin.
split it down the center.
Oh my God.
Let me see if I can get it right here.
It looks like an
Like
arrow.
an arrowhead.
Jinx. It does though. It looks like the part of a dish. Help me out.
Broadhead.
Broadhead. Thank you.
You let me have about an hour with those, and I could make them fit together perfectly and make a thin slab out of it. And that would be a most beautiful jewelry top box you've ever seen.
Yeah. I should have left it alone and kept it together and carved it like the one on the wall.
No, Stevie will put hinges on it.
Put the points opposite of each other. Uh-oh. I didn't know it was going to be
Opposite of each other? Yeah, now you got me confused.
fat end, fat end to thin end.
like this, like a 60.
69.
Yeah.
All right, now
Wow, look at
Oh, now it looks like one of those fans dish.
roll the top one over.
Bellows.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, I've got a
She's quick. I
There's
don't
the
know.
jewelry box top right there.
I'm a Todd anyway.
That is awesome.
That is.
That looks really nice. That looks really nice.
thank you.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And you could also do you another thin veneer.
Yep.
And put like a light behind it, like a little LED tube light or some sort.
Oh yeah.
That would look pretty cool.
Out of it.
Yeah.
Vanessa's making leather stool seats today.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
What?
I need one.
Are they studded with the studs and everything? Is that how you do them?
I have an old bentwood parlor chair, one of the round bottom ones.
Yep.
That needs a new seat,
Yeah,
It's
making
either
leather stool seats.
chain or leather.
Tainted love. Give them to Mikey, and in 15 minutes they'll never go together again. I'm not even going to tell you who wrote that. There's no need. It's like an introduction to, Donald Trump. There's no need. You know who he is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh my God. I didn't introduce Miss Susie Scott.
Miss Susie
Name on
Scott.
That's right. BC and Truck and well, P2E should know Susie, right? Or has he been gone that long?
I don't know.
Because he doesn't show up on Friday night, just Saturday night. He's another Ohio. You know what I mean?
Holy crap. The hoarder's coming.
Uh-oh.
Look at her up, huh?
Attack cat.
Yeah.
Get out of YouTube.
Sneak right up there.
She wants that.
I told you not to be nice to her. That's what happens.
She's going to try to sneeze on you again, Susie.
I'm back.
Yeah. I think she got allergies. She's allergic to me.
And I'm allergic to the cat, so that's not good.
Allergic. Cat's allergic to the owner.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve's allergic to the cat, and the cat's allergic to Steve. Damn.
Go figure.
All right, I'm back.
She's a
Doctor,
pretty cat.
figure it
I
out.
had the YouTube window open.
You got a new nickname.
Ready?
Sheer Suit. I can't even say it. Sheer Shirt Susie.
Yep.
Sheer shirt, Susie.
That's hard to say.
Yeah, it
Did
is.
you say I was from Ohio? No. I said you're like Ohio. You like Ohio Wolverine. I know you're not from Ohio.
Mike, what's with the matching hat and shirt? Did the wife dress you? Just ask it.
I went fishing today.
He went fishing. He's in his fishing colors, Steve.
Tripod leather stools, Vanessa Kitty says. Triangle seat. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, like the old school ones where they used to take to
One seam saddle stitch per corner and 5 brass copper.
the watchers used to take them to the horse races and to golf outings and stuff. You know, the fold up
26 inches. That's nice.
copper rivets, reinforced stitches. Nice oak legs.
Cool.
Yeah, I definitely like the way the copper and the leather come together. That shit just looks cool.
Right.
It's like the old stump, the old Hollies with the
Oh
big
yeah,
ass-
they used to
with
put
the big
the old
ass-
conchos on them just like they did saddle bags back in the day.
right, the big ass fucking studs on the seat. You know,
Oh, yeah.
around, you know what I mean? Around the whole seat.
Oh, yeah.
I think that looks fucking. I looked at those the balls. Not that other leather seats don't look nice. It's just when they put the rivet stud, whatever you want to call it, you know,
Yeah,
around the seat
but
of the bike.
I will say this
Look
from
sharp.
experience though, if you're gonna have a bike and you're gonna spend any real time on it, you're gonna spend money on a custom seat. Fuck what that sumbitch looks like. Make that bastard as comfortable as you can.
Absolutely.
Because you spend 13, 14 hours a day, 3 weeks straight on that
Yep.
motherfucker, you'll appreciate the money spent on comfort, not looks.
My brother just bought a 2017 Goldwing. And you'd have,
Right
thought
on.
you'd have thought the thing was a 2021.
Cool, Vanessa.
The guy kept it.
Here's something you'd like, Stump. Speaking of bikes, my cousin Huck, who was on the show,
Yeah.
her son wrecked his Harley.
Oh shit.
And
Yeah. Right?
He's got a crushed ankle and a fucked up ankle. Redneck prepper, what's up? But he's okay. He's surviving.
Right on.
He decided to build it back better from the ground up.
Oh, yeah.
And he actually has these two bigger than 50 cal, big old giant ammo cans that lock on the side for his saddlebags.
Hell yeah.
Pretty fucking awesome.
Dude, I can see that like a pair of the deep 40 mil ammo cans, like 40 mil for the 40 mil grenades.
Yeah, kind of
It's good.
That'd
pretty cool.
be fucking awesome.
You flip a switch and you can pull them right off.
Oh hell yeah.
It's pretty neat. Great
Stump,
rep.
when
Be
did
convenient as hell for trips, man. In and out of the
Mhm.
motel.
Stump? When did bikes get so technical? Get so fucking high tech?
Oh shit, dude. That
They got-
happened
he's got a
years
plug.
and years ago.
He's got a plug in the back by the back seat for the it's a what do you call it, plug? So if you wanted to buy the
Oh,
full
for
one-
the intercom system.
no, yeah, but then he's got one for to plug in your suit. You know the suits they have you can to keep
Oh
warm?
yeah, your electric suit. You've got a power supply
Plug
and
it
all back there.
in. One in the back, one in the front for the driver, obviously, right?
Yeah.
The suspension he says to me, he says, "You want to take it for a spin?" I'm like, "What is this thing?" I says, "This thing's huge." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "I got a 29-inch fucking leg. I'm lucky if I'm going to be on my toes." He's,
All you
"No,
gotta
no,
do is
you'll be
let
all
the
right."
bags down.
You know what he did? He hits the button, and all of a sudden, I'm going.
Oh,
I'm like, "What's
Yeah.
that?" He goes, "The suspension's." I go, "What?" He goes, "Mike, the suspension." So then he goes, "You want to see something better?" I go, "Well, yeah, what?" He goes, "Hit this button." I hit that button. He says, "Now move your legs." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" It's got reverse. I said, "Cut it out."
What up, Ohio?
I'm like, "It's got reverse on it."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Jesus Christ, what's this world coming to?"
Ohio's
What up?
better, but he's not.
Dude, Gull Wings, several of their models like the Gull Wing, the Interstate, and a few others. The motherfuckers actually come with air conditioners and heaters, heated
He's got one.
windshields, windshield wipers,
He's got the
heated
heater.
and cooled, vibrating
Yep.
seats. I mean, they're more luxurious than your modern Cadillacs and shit.
I told
Imagine
him,
if
"Is this-"
you accidentally turned on the heated seat in the middle of the summertime and you put it off and your ass is all wet.
Yeah, it'll roast your ass.
The only thing he doesn't, he
Ohio,
has the
you
attachment
got
for it.
some food?
But the only thing that didn't come with was the. I says, "Where the fuck's the trailer hitch?" I says, "Jesus Christ, you got everything else. You might as well have a trailer hitch." He goes, "Ah, funny you should say that." He's like, "I got the attachment for it right here in the thing," and I'm like, "Jesus."
Yeah, I think say they make them for them, and there's several styles of very small campers you can pull behind a motorcycle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've
We
been in
ran one
campsites
for a
before.
couple years.
I've seen them.
Yep, I was in a campsite one night, and Harley Davidson pulls in. And they got this little camper trailer type thing or whatever. And I was like, well, that's pretty kind of cool, you know. And then,
Yeah,
you know, we went to bed, and they were still setting up. It was pretty late when they came in. We woke up in the morning. I was like, holy shit, that thing's huge. Once they get, because it's like a tent, you know.
yeah. Usually they fold open either to one side or either end over end, and then some of the nice ones actually have slide outs like the modern campers.
This one had like 2 slide outs, and it made it big enough to where they could. It was just something to sleep in. But on the outside of it had a kitchen. Like the doors raised up, and it had like a little stove and coffee pot and everything right there.
The rear armrests for the passenger, obviously.
Yeah,
They come out. Like you can like outstretch your arms on your fucking armrest. I'm like,
yeah. You lift them up just a little bit and you spin them out.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, this shit wasn't like this when I was fucking growing up. That's for sure.
Well, important
You gotta-
announcement. Hit the jackpot tonight.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Did you
Got
win
1,000 tickets at the old Spin the Wheel at Dave and Buster's.
Oh yeah.
Nice, very nice.
What'd you get? A 1 foot penguin stuffed animal or something? Or what you got?
No, actually, my son, like, because it was on, because I didn't buy one of those charge card things or whatever. So he was just like, we were getting ready to go. We were getting ready to leave. And he still had some, like, stuff on, like, points on it to play games. And he's like, it was my youngest son's birthday. So we just all lined up, and he just would use the card, and we would spin the wheel. He would use it for somebody, and he put it just to get rid of the points, right? And then he was getting these tickets or whatever. And then he had like 2 left, and my wife spin, and then I spin. I hit 1,000. He had like over 7,000 points to go to the little store. He bought all kinds of shit, dude.
Do you remember the in the arcades when we were growing up, they had the little
Spider rings.
what?
You get like 10,000 tickets, and you could get a spider ring and a fucking whistle. It's about all we could get when we were kids.
No.
it
Mikey
was-
said
listen
when
to
he was
me.
a kid.
Listen
That's
to
when
me.
the arcade had a fucking stone ball.
Shut up.
Fuck
So
you.
it had this ball, and it looked like you were bowling uphill, and then it had, you know, you can get it in the center, and then you had another
Skee-ball.
one and another
It's
one,
called skee-ball.
Yeah.
right?
Got a bag.
Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna brag, and it's on film somewhere too, and I'll get it for you. There's nobody better at skee ball than me, and I had tickets. They were like so far away from me on the floor, it wasn't even funny. They just kept popping out. Everybody's like, Mike, give me some. I had my name on that thing for high score for fucking ever. And you think I can find a skee ball machine now? No.
Shit, they're everywhere down here.
I went to the what do you call it? The arcade up north that I grew up playing. You know,
Yeah.
up in Alton Bay, New Hampshire.
Chuck E. Cheese always has them. You know, they always have skee ball
I
at
have
the
a
fair.
Chuck E. Cheese has them.
Chuck E. Cheese has skee ball. Hell yeah.
I was at Chuck E. Cheese getting with the movies with the girls, and I didn't see the fucking
Probably
thing.
right over next to the basketball hoop shoot.
Did you just
I'll
say
tell you
poop
next
shoot?
time.
Hoop shoot, basketball
Hoop
hoop
shoot.
shoot.
The machine, the basketball machine. Those are fun. Cost me a lot
Hey,
of money.
Mike, I just realized
What,
the
buddy?
skee ball machines, what you're talking about. The bowling alley here in town's got a couple of them, dude.
though. Really?
Yeah.
Mikey, you should buy your own, man. That'd be awesome. Have your own skee
Dude,
ball.
I love fucking skee. I'm telling you.
You could probably find one for a couple $100 on the internet someplace.
Probably. No
It was
joke.
either going in the center one
balls intact would be the hard thing, I bet.
It was either the center one or the one right after the center. You know what I'm saying? So the two best holes you can get it in, and I just kept doing. It was awesome.
Now, when I was a kid, my mom and dad both was on a bowling league, and they would go to the bowling league, and over in the corner at the bowling alley, there was a bowling game that you had these like round, like hockey puck, like metal puck looking things, and they had sawdust out on this like wooden
Shuffleboard.
Yeah, but it had like these little buttons on the little metal tabs that came out of the board that when it ran over those, your pins would go up. It had like fake pins.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. Yeah, the little metal boop, boop, boop. I remember playing that.
When the metal thing would run over them, it would knock the pins up, and you'd be like, "Oh,
Right.
no, man, I got another 7-9 split." You know how?
Nah. There you go. Come on, you got to do it. Lick them. Lick them and grip them.
There's Lisa playing with her balls again.
Licking some balls.
Awesome.
There's Lisa licking balls. Just saying. Just saying.
Licking balls and taking it to the eye.
That's a money shot right there.
There we go. Point it up a little bit more.
Sorry I was late. Did I miss the AR-15 giveaway?
Yeah.
I won.
Mikey already got the address to send it out.
Yep.
Trevor Fillmore, what's happening?
What's up, Trev?
Good evening.
Hey, Trevor.
Trevor.
Finally, some people my way. Now I got Jezzo and I got Trevor my way. I'm good.
So
Yeah.
we went to Dave and Buster's, and then when we left, you got to drive on like several side streets and everything to get back to the freeway to where we need to go. But every single parking lot had people sitting in fucking like lawn chairs, and people had like cornhole and stereos playing. Just all like every parking lot you could possibly imagine. We're like, what the hell's going on down here? Come over the hill. There's cops directed traffic. Like, what in the hell? We're in Canton, right? So I'm thinking, is there something going on at the Hall of Fame? Is it the Hall of Fame game? Is it the Hall of Fame concert?
No, not till August.
No, not the August 4th, right? It's a fucking hot air balloon festival. I'm like, there's no way I would sit out in 90-degree temperatures in a blacktop parking lot to watch fucking hot air balloons. These people
And there's
are
thousands
mental.
of people there, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Yep. What dude, there's a little
Unless
town
these
in
things
New
are
Hampshire.
falling out of the sky and shooting each other out, I wouldn't be there.
I'm with you. There's a little town in New Hampshire, Pittsfield, New Hampshire, on my way up to my trailer, and they have one every year. And it's like bumping. It's like when the races go up, because I'm close to Loudon, the NASCAR,
Yeah.
right? The NASCAR track. The same thing, right? Bumping and bumping. Same thing with the fucking hot air balloon. It's the funniest thing. Thousands of people go to watch a balloon go up in the air.
Right. Yeah, I just don't get it, you know?
I
I'm
love
just
it when
sitting-
it happens here because we get to see them go by.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But
I'm just sitting here thinking Ohio just accidentally invented a new, like a RC sport, little radio controlled hot air balloons that shoot at each other, shoot your buddies out of the air and shit.
Right, yeah. Little harpoons. You shoot harpoons at each other to put holes in their balloon.
Right?
My wife made me sit through this fucking hot air balloon fucking movie. And let me tell you how boring that was.
A hot air balloon what? You say movie?
Yeah, it was a movie about, it was two English people. It was depicted in England, and it was apparently it's a true story, or based on a true story, I should say.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah, and it's a guy and a girl. They went up in this fucking hot air balloon so high, and they were freezing, and it was just a mess. But fuck that. It's on Prime Video, I think.
Dude,
Either
we
Prime or
had
Net-
That sounds familiar. I think I've seen it.
when we lived at our old house. We had a big, huge like soybean field behind our house. I mean, you could see for fucking. Well, you couldn't see really. It was just miles of fucking soybeans. But We were sitting there one day in the late summer, and you can hear, when they hit the button on or pull the, because they run off of like propane or whatever, some type of fuel. But when you hear that, yeah, you hear that? I heard that and I was like, what the hell is that? And then we looked up, and this fucking balloon comes like inches above our house, over top of our house.
That's awesome.
And they're like, get out of the way, move out. They're crash landing, dude. They crash landed this fucking damn balloon in this field behind our house, and they tore the hell out of these crops with that basket. I mean, it drug them probably 150 yards.
Oh, shit.
She got banged up a little bit, but not seriously hurt, I was like, what the hell, And then
I used to volunteer.
And then they had like this white van with a trailer, like tornado chasers, like chasing them or whatever. And they come flying through our yard.
The recovery team.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, a recovery team or whatever. But man, I was like, I've never seen anything like that before. It tore the hell out of that field, those crops.
Yeah, it sounds to me
and
like
they don't land straight down.
The guy didn't really know what he was doing, because they can hit that cord and it just opens that top flap and lets all the hot air out.
Yep, down she goes. You can't put it back up once you get pulled.
So I have a question. First of all, how do you know that I bet on dogs? And how does Stevie can see that? What did I miss?
How you know you bet on dogs? You live in fucking Massachusetts.
Well, you can't anymore.
You have that kind of type, that personality.
I used to bet on dogs all the time.
Oh, you going to the Greyhound races?
Yes, I used to do it all the time. There goes Swifty. What are you kidding? I used to do it all the time. But how did Stevie know that? Listen, Stevie says I can see that. Like, how do you guys know this shit?
No,
I never even brought up betting.
Jay Watt said it. It's a personality thing.
Wow.
Yeah. We know you bet on something, and you ain't. You bet on some type of racing, and you ain't got the money to bet on the ponies.
Knife Tex, what's up,
dude? Hey, Knife Tex. I had a horse track, approximately.
A what?
A horse track.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Approximately 6 miles from my house.
Holy shit, Big Al, what's
in New
up?
Hampshire, and they closed that one.
Yeah.
But I had a season pass. I bought a season pass to that fucking thing, because what I used to do is I go up north, right, every weekend, and I'd stop in there on Friday night on the way up, play a couple of races, have a couple of beers.
Right. Have you seen that fails video where it's showing the dog track? All the dogs take off after that fake little rabbit thing.
Mm-hmm. Swifty.
A real rabbit runs directly across the track.
No way.
I think
that fucked everything up.
6 dogs immediately took a right-hand turn and went after that real rabbit.
Fucked up everything. Fucked up the trifecta like a son of a bitch. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, right turn, Clyde. I mean, it was just woof right now.
Go there. Look its ass.
Hilarious.
Dude, have you ever heard of coon dog races?
Oh, yes. Hell no. You got to be kidding me.
It's raccoon dog. How many?
Yeah, you can't say that.
Dude, I'm with Ohio. Down here, we call them coon dogs.
Yeah, they're coon dogs.
It's modern country music of British cuisine.
But
British cuisine.
Yeah, this place up in I think in Lima, Ohio. It's where me and my stepdad would used to go and set up the tables and sell guns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And big swap meet and everything. They have these. They call them water dog races. And they got this fake coon on this sled that floats on the water. The guy takes it and he rubs it in their faces in the cages and gets them all fired up. Throws it on this damn sled. They start pulling it across the water. The bell rings. The gates open. The dogs all jump in the water and swim after this thing. It goes up on a beach and up on a pole and goes to the top of the pole. And the first dog to get out of the water and run up to the tree, put both front paws on the tree, what they call treeing, and the dog has to actually be like, boo, and bark out.
Right,
and people bet on that shit, dude. I made a killing off of that one. I can't believe how much. I mean, it wasn't huge amount. I mean, a couple $100 I won, but then this is nothing but a redneck fucking Jubilee party thing. Like everyone sells shit during the day, and at night it just turns into drinking, fucking crazy ass betting on dogs and stuff. And it's just
Kissing
they
your
have like
sister. And
they just have like redneck golf cart parades and shit. This guy,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like my stepdad's buddy was like, "Hey man, you want to go play some blackjack?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, there's a guy that sets up a blackjack table every year over here in the corner, you know." We're like, "Okay." So we go over there. This dude's 3 sheets in the wind, right? And like I lay down like $5, and he's like, "All right, we got to play it." You know, and he's like, he flips over a card for me, and I'm sitting at 19, and I'm like, "I'll stay." He flips over like 20, I think. No, I flipped over 17. He flipped over 19. And he goes, "Dealer takes a hit," you know, and he hits, and he's like, "Oh, dealer bust. Player wins." Slides over like fucking $25, right? From the table. I was like, "What?" And they just look at me, and they're like, "Don't say anything. Don't say, just keep playing, man." This dude's so drunk. I almost felt bad taking all his money from him that night.
Used to Trevor and Joe would be harness racing in Maine is like there's one in Scarborough. Did you ever hear there's a song? I think it's who sang The Sounds of Silence?
Simon and Garfunkel.
All right, Simon and Garfunkel sing a song, and in that song, one of the lyrics is, "Have you ever been to Scarborough Downs?" Scarborough Downs was huge harness racing. I don't know if they still do it or not, but
Now, where I grew up, they had the biggest harness racing race in the world.
Here's how bad horse racing
The
was. For
Little
me.
Brown Jug. You ever heard of the Little Brown Jug? That's like the granddaddy of. That's like the Daytona 500 to harness racing, man.
The
Little brown jug down here is something totally different.
Here's no shit, right? With a cork in it. Here's how I used to, because I was a bachelor for a long time. But here's how that went.
Now you're back.
Without mentioning her name, right? Got married in 1988. I've known her since we were 15 years old, and she got married in 1988 in August. How do I know it's August? Because I had a decision to make. Saratoga Springs, Gina's wedding. Saratoga Springs, Gina's wedding. Gina's bumming me out because I didn't get to marry her. Fuck her, I'm going to Saratoga Springs. And I went to Saratoga Springs. I didn't even tell her I was working.
Damn.
Oh, she fucking called me up. Called my mother's house because she didn't have my number. Calls my house. Come to my wedding. I go, nope, I didn't. Where'd you go? I says, I went to the horse races in New York. She says, what? They had horse races in New York. I went to those. Why? I says, because somebody asked me if I would go. And I didn't think I'd ever go again. I'm only going to get married once. Says, you don't know that. I wound up marrying a fucking.
You ever rub that in your face?
Yeah. All the
Tell
time.
her?
All the time. When we were getting married.
See, told you it wasn't going to be you only get married once.
When we were getting married, she'd say, don't forget there's going to be people that aren't going to show up like you. Oh, yeah. It was just.
My buddy, I was his best man twice. To the same girl. He got married, and then they ended up being together for about 4 years, and they split up and divorced, and they didn't see each other for about 8 or 9 years, and then they ran into each other, started seeing each other all again. They got remarried. I was like, holy shit, right? So I was the best man at the second wedding. I started off my speech with, "Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen." I see a lot of familiar faces here. Some from the last time we held this type of event. And I was like, and speaking of that, and I was like, and I pulled my cards up, and I kind of, I wasn't drunk, but I was like, I kind of act like I backed up a little bit, lost my balance. Whoa. Then I was like, all right, I got this speech. And then I pulled the cards up, and I'm like, fornication. Wait, for an occasion such as this.
Damn.
There was
The knife test was
they were a
13
great
and
they were a
87.
great group of people. You know, the people at that wedding was just like they were just a bunch of partiers. You know, it's like one of those wedding receptions you wish would never end. You just keep going and going and going.
I was
Oh,
13 and 87 when Wait for White Snake to come on MTV. Yeah, like my life depended on it. Like I want to ask Mikey if he bought the '83 Honda 3-wheeler, but he'll want to know how in the hell do you know about that? Nope. Hey,
An '83
MCK.
Honda what?
An '83 Honda 3-wheeler. Remember the 3-wheelers?
Yeah, I had an '84, '85, and an '86.
You know, didn't they get rid of them in '86, '87?
It was closer to I think '88 because I had an '88 quad run. I had an '88 horse tracks.
No, but they got rid of the 3 wheels. They got rid of the 3 wheels because too many people getting killed on them.
Yeah,
Paralyzed, everything else.
yeah,
MCK, what's up, bro?
yeah. I had a.
You got 2 dirty fingers. It's
The first
fine.
First one I got was an 80. It was an '85 200S.
Yeah.
Honda, and then I got an '84 200X, which was like more of a sportier model. One was like a workhorse, and one was a sporty one.
Mike, your buddy's here. Death Breed, what's up?
My buddy.
Oops, I spelled it wrong.
Yeah, he was busting your balls a few weeks ago.
Oh, was he? What did I do?
Probably stuff kind of like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the conversation, but I had to.
Oh, no biggie.
No,
Then-
I'm just trying to catch up.
Yeah,
I
right
can't
on
put
all
YouTube
the
on anymore. So
Yeah,
I'm
then I
gonna
got-
like that.
Then I got like the 350, the big boy, the 350X,
Yeah.
and a couple years on that. And then end up getting like when the 4-wheelers were really getting popular, and they stopped selling the 3-wheelers. You know, I got a 4-wheeler.
Well, it ponders the question: why bother having a 3-wheeler if you're going to sell a 4-wheeler?
If you're gonna what?
If you can make a 3-wheeler, you can make a 4-wheeler. Why bother making a 3-wheeler?
Well, I don't know, man. They made 3-wheelers way back in like the 60s and 70s. Honda did. Honda
Yeah,
ATC.
Yeah, but the original 3-wheelers they came out with before the big ones were real low to the ground. They used to have races and shit. They called them mud bugs, I think was the original one. They
It
were
was like a
hell as
soapbox
hell.
fucking derby or something.
But them tall ones, as soon as I seen them hit
Such
the
a
market, I'm
fucking
like,
prick.
those ain't gonna work. Dude, you're gonna
He's-
tip
he's-
over all the time.
He's such a fucking prick, though, right? Because he must remember something I must have said that I don't. And you know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, while you're trying to remember that, if nobody minds, I'd like to go back in time just a little piece with Ohio for a moment.
Hold on, let me take care of that.
Okay.
Earlier, you were talking about this hot air balloon crashing near the house.
Yeah.
Okay. First and foremost, I have this little mental cartoon running around right now of you hollering back when they were hollering, "Get out of the way." I can see you as a youngin' being smart ass enough to holler, "It's a house. How's it gonna get out of the way?" But when it
You know what?
actually when
Dude,
it
I
actually
watched.
crashed, did they square shit up with the farmer, or did they just like load up and haul ass?
The squad showed up and took the one lady to the hospital, and then the sheriff's office came out and did a report. This wasn't when I was a kid, man. This was just probably back in like 2011, 2012, something like that.
Oh, so you were definitely hollering back at them then.
Poco
Well,
Loco, what's
yeah,
up?
I was hollering back. I was like, I yelled, "Are you guys okay?" And they're like, "We're coming in for a crash landing and shit." And I'm like, "Oh shit," It's just like, but yeah,
Damn.
And with that, Stump, I would like you to ask you a question.
All right, what's up?
Brother, how many gummy bears did you eat? That conversation was an hour ago, and you didn't since.
he said he'd like to go back in time a little bit.
What are they pot?
Well,
But
But
to answer your question, Steve, all I'm going to say is I currently have quite possibly have a lot in common with Kermit the Frog's cholesterol, if you catch my drift.
I didn't have a weather balloon when I was a kid, you fucking jackass. Fucking
They
asshole.
didn't invent helium yet.
Isn't that weird how you catch a thought like that and then your mind starts putting out the whole fucking
Oh,
blueprint?
fucking kill him.
Right. Well, I mean, I didn't want to step in and interrupt nobody at the time, you know.
Right.
That usually happens to me when I lay my head down to go to sleep at night.
Lay your head.
Oh, I'm going through what I'm going to do to the house up north and that whole scenario. It's like, holy shit, get my ducks in a row. I need
Yeah.
sleep.
When I close my eyes, all I see is fat because I've been chopping on it all day.
Yeah.
Same
I
way.
lay in bed. I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, thinking of like stupid shit, like how tall was Jesus?
Last time Shalisa went in for a cholesterol check, it was very, very low, but her resin count was off the charts.
Right.
Right.
Hey, now I have got to sign a pain contract.
Nah, it's all good shit. What?
Sooner or later, Shalisa, you're going to become flammable.
Yeah,
Just
really.
from all the
Right. The trace transfer alone.
spontaneous
Trev, those things.
combustion due to fat wood.
I don't blame you, Trevor. I wouldn't let my kid go on with it either.
Now she's gonna start rubbing her fingers together real hard once a month, see if she can generate a little smoke.
Yeah, just don't do that hook thing again, Steve. Guys that do that don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's just
Good night, knife techs.
Knife text.
So
Later, knife
when you
text.
tell a guy don't do the hook thing anymore and you do this with your finger, you may want to explain.
Actually,
Just saying. You're
If
not,
he
listen.
needs to explain, you probably shouldn't try it.
You know what I mean?
downward, not upward.
I'm just you piped out with
who had it right?
Steve, and I'm like,
Better. Make me cringe like mayonnaise or something.
That's
oh, there's that word.
That's hard to do without a model.
If you noticed, if anybody noticed last night, okay,
Mm-hmm.
there was no mayonnaise to offer for Dish's birthday party.
No, there wasn't. It was awesome.
Hell yeah.
How much longer until Susie accidentally streaks the
Wink,
room?
wink.
Told you,
Oh.
if you knew Susie,
That's something
like
that
I knew Susie.
keeps doing a flyby.
That's
He'll
what they
come
do.
right
They're
in the
flies.
screen, right above the keyboard.
Hey, that's what they do. They're flies.
Oh, yeah, true. True that. Yeah, three-wheeler about killed my stepson in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Millimeters away from
Yeah,
cutting
that
the
was bad.
jugular.
Uh-oh.
That was
Went
bad.
off. He was on a railroad bed, lost control, went off the edge, and hit a barbed wire fence.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was messed. I mean, he had a big old scar.
Dude, the first time I broke my back was on a three-wheeler, and didn't even. I mean, it hurt like hell, and I hid it from my parents because I didn't want them to take the three-wheeler away from me.
That's exactly what he tried to do.
Dude, it was like 4 days at school. We were in gym class and we were playing volleyball, and I was in tears, dude. I couldn't hardly move. And the gym teacher took me into the office and sat me down and said, "We need to call your parents." They called my mom. She comes, picks me up, takes me to the ER, and they didn't even do an x-ray. They just said, "Oh, I must have pulled something, like my back muscles or whatever." So,
What idiots.
so it took months to feel better, but then a couple years later, about 2 years later, is when I broke my back on that four-wheeler, and it was bad, dude. And then the doctor was like telling my parents that I broke my back twice, and they're like, "Oh, like 2 places?" He's like, "No, he broke it now," because he was like a Korean guy. He's like, "He broke it now, and it broken back in 5 places." He's like, "But he broke before in 3 places. It's healed, but it's not healed right."
Dude, that's at 3 tonight. Holy crap, you're going to get me banned.
And you know what? Hey, you know, I can still remember this doctor's name. Now, remember what I told you he was, right?
Yep.
His name was Dr. Scrunch-Eye.
Oh, no.
Just saying.
Yeah. It's like, you can't make this shit up, man.
Right?
Hey, would you call that truth in advertising? I mean,
I guess. He was a great doctor, though, man. He was really. I heard
HVACR North. What's happening, bro?
Dude, I
Not
had a
bad, man.
nurse. I had a nurse, dude. That okay, so we drove down to West Virginia like right after school let out at like 2:00, right? Went down there, unloaded the trailers, started riding right away. Me and my buddy, we're up in the mountains riding and everything. Like 11:00 at night, we come back. We make up, you know, our beds and everything, and we settle in for the night. First thing in the morning, we get up, we take off riding. I fucking break my back, end up getting transported to the hospital and all this shit. And they want to run all these tests on me, so they won't let me. Now, I didn't have anything to eat the night before or that day. It was like 2 more days in the hospital. Dude, I was starving. I was a teenager. I was 17 years old. I was dying for something to eat, right?
Yeah.
I wanted something. So my buddy sneaks across the street and grabs me a Hardee's burger because there's a Hardee's across from the hospital. I get one bite of this fucking sandwich, and the nurse walks by and sees me, and she backs back up and goes, "What are you doing? You haven't been cleared to eat any solid food yet." And she yanks my sandwich out of my hand, throws it in the trash can. I was like,
Aw.
oh
like,
dear God.
"You bitch. I'm starving."
Right?
She's like, "I'll get you something to eat." So she comes back.
Don't
You know what
be
she
shy.
brings? Fucking pea broth. Green soup, like pea broth.
Oh, nasty.
What?
Orange Jello and a cup of coffee, which I don't drink coffee. A coffee and like one of those little tiny cans of Shasta. I was like, what the fuck? Right? I was pissed.
You can't
So
Chemical drink from way back when.
the doctor comes in the next morning and says everything looks good. He goes, "Think you can eat?" I'm like, "Dude, I could eat that rear end out of a horse right now, right?" And he didn't know what to think of that comment. And he said, "I'm going to go ahead and order you, you know, a breakfast or whatever. You can have solid foods now." I said, "Okay." And he's like, "You know what? You're a growing boy. I'll order you a double breakfast."
Yay.
And they brought me like 4 eggs and bacon and pancake. Dude, I munched. That was the best tasting hospital food I've ever had in my life.
Fucking starving over here.
I was like 3 days starving, you know. But them fuckers give me they give you a stool softener when you're laying in bed like that, because I'm in bed, I can't get up and move. They give you a stool softener and like
Doesn't work.
I want to say what laxative.
Laxative. To
And
make you go.
I'm like, what the fuck? I can't get out of bed. You ever seen a fracture pan? You know what a fracture pan is?
Yeah, I had one.
Real flat.
It looks like a fucking dustpan. You're supposed to shit in that?
Yep.
Dude, if I got that belittled and had to do that, I would grunt for everything I was worth and spray that shit all over everywhere.
I was in the hospital
Next
13
time, help me to the bathroom.
I was in the hospital 13 days when I broke my neck.
Yeah.
And they kept,
That's it?
yeah, they kept giving me they kept giving me that shit. And I said to my mom, she goes,
It just keeps singing by.
my mom goes, "Did you take those other pills?" I'm like, "I'm taking so many pills, I don't know which one is which." But I just take them all together.
Careful of the fly swatter. You're gonna
And she goes, "Well, one of them is kind of important because you got to have a bowel movement or you're going to be in big trouble."
Yeah. Or they won't let you leave until you have a bowel movement.
Well, I didn't have a bowel movement and I left. And I'm going to tell you that getting caught eating in a minute. But
She got the fly. She got the fly, ladies and gentlemen.
nice.
Outstanding.
Right there in the chair.
Oh,
and she crushed it.
I said to my mom, I go,
Double tap.
I says, go to Dunkin' Donuts,
Don't put it in my shoe.
get me a great one regular. And I says, and I'll be fine. She went to Dunkin' Donuts, got me a great one regular. Fucking hour later, No problem.
Hour later, and it happened.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I got caught with you got caught. I got caught with food in the hospital too. My kid brother brought me in the what's the Wendy's? The huge fucking double cheeseburger from Wendy's. It's like it's like this fucking big.
Oh yeah.
And he goes to McDonald's and gets me fries out of McDonald's, you know. And it's same thing. The fucking nurse is like, "You can't eat that," and I go, "Really?"
Yeah, you
She
come
goes,
near me, I'll bite your arm off.
"You're not supposed to be eating that." I go, "Yeah, I know, but guess what? I am." And she went away.
HVACR says the Baconator.
No, they didn't have Baconators back in 1991.
Yeah, that was just a double.
This is all I know is the fucking thing was huge. It was 2 patties, double cheese, the whole thing. It was a
Dave's
mess.
double, sure.
And,
You talking the Big Bacon Classic?
no bacon on it at all. People keep saying bacon. Listen, I like bacon. Leave it off my fucking burger. I hate bacon on my burger. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it.
Don't have bacon on it.
Fucking hate bacon on a burger. Stupidest thing fucking ever invented.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Don't say bacon because it brings up bad memories for this.
I know it, right?
So, like I was saying though, they gave me this laxative and a stool softener, and I was like shitting in this damn pan like every
my
minute.
God.
Yeah.
The echo had to have been horrendous.
No, it's not the echo. It's the splashback.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a mess to clean up, right? So my dad just said, my dad goes, I told him to take, I'm like, quit giving, like, they have to quit giving me these fucking pills. I don't need it. I'm a regular, you know, I was 17 years old. I could go 4 or 5 times a day if I needed to.
right.
And they kept giving me these fucking pills over and over. And my dad goes, shit the bed. And I was like, what? He goes, shit the fucking bed. He's like, you shit the bed 2 or 3 times. They got to come in here and take you out, move you, clean you up, change the sheets, put the other bed in. I said, they'll get sick of that. Sure enough, man, after the second time I shit myself, they said, we're going to go ahead and take you off of this.
Right?
So tell me one thing, Ohio.
They made me do my dialysis treatment at the ICU. They made me do my dialysis on a stretcher in the recliner.
Yeah.
And when I had to go to the bathroom and they gave me the pan and I'm laying on my back and I'm like, how? We'll clean you up.
Oh, Lord.
No. Get me up.
Walk me in there.
I did it. That's
Susie just pulled this out of her shoe as a freaking drywall nail.
nice.
Oh, my word.
Boy, is she lucky it didn't get her foot. Our boy, what's up?
Hey, our boy.
Yeah, boy.
But
Oh, anyhow, back
backing
to
up
my
to
question, Ohio. So did they lift your little legs up and get in there with the baby wipe and all that?
Oh yeah, dude. It was
That's
no,
the
it
thing.
wasn't a baby wipe. It was a washcloth and nice warm water, soapy water. You know, like the soap they use. It comes in the little yellow bottle of soap that they use.
Ohio's got both his hands on his ass cheeks going, more please.
I would rather fucking die. Sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
Steven,
but-
they said it to me. They bring the pan and he's not kidding. The fucking pan's this thin.
Aw.
And they're
Yeah.
like, I go, listen, listen to me. I says, if I can walk to that window, it might have taken me half an hour to do it. I said, but if I can walk to that window that's 10 feet away to have a smoke, I says, I can make it to that bathroom. I goes, get that thing out of here. When I have to go, I'm going in that bathroom. Oh, we prefer you not to do that. I said, well, too bad. I ain't shitting in the fucking, and he's not kidding. Them fucking things are this big.
Hey, once they fitted me for the back brace and stuff, because I had one of those, like, I called it a turtle shell, but it was like, once they fitted me for that and they strapped me into that damn thing, they made me get up and walk like several times a day. And I would always just hold it until it was time to go to, and then they'd be like, do you need to do anything before you go back into bed? Yeah, I can use the bathroom. Okay, go ahead. You know, and they were like, pull the cord if you need us, you know? And I was like, but the damn, after being in there so long, man, when they're making you get up and walk, dude, I could only walk to like the fucking, maybe like the nurse's station. And I was done, dude, because I had no muscle tone in my legs.
Right.
I had like these little skin
Atrophy.
cats fucking from laying in bed for so many months, you know?
Trevor says this is a pretty shitty conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one quick story. Dialysis.
Okay.
clinic. Usually got 17.
Before that, I want everybody to know Susie just told me that she would clean me up.
Oh.
Oh,
Would you wash his face with a? You'd wash his face with a 357 Magnum. We know this.
Every once in a while, we'd get someone with a colostomy bag, and apparently you gotta burp it sometimes. Like if it gets gas in it.
Yeah.
And if I died, I'd be like, you guys gotta be fucking kidding me. You can't do that anywhere else. Every single one of us in our recliners. Open a window, something.
So,
Wow.
yeah, but
Hey.
backing up to first meal after hospital stays and shit. This last go around, the old lady really proved she loved me something fierce. They told her that night before they were finally gonna let me go back to eating food the next day. She went out that night and got me a steak, so I had a big ass steak for breakfast.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yes, extra fucking rare, like they're supposed to be.
Hey,
uh,
let me tell you about first meal type shit here. This is a great one. So when I was at the sheriff's office, we housed inmates from like probably 100 miles away, right?
Yeah.
And when they would get released, we would just cut them loose. Have a day, see ya. And then the people started complaining, like, "Hey, you need to get these people out of our, these people are from Cleveland, not from this area." So we started getting them bus tickets, right? And
Yeah.
we had to drive them to the Greyhound station. And so we talked to some local businesses, and we were, they were able to, they give us coupons for food and bus tickets.
Right.
So we would transport them when they get released. So I would bring the guy up, do his bedroll, make sure his shit's all clean and everything. He turns all his clothes in, all his uniforms, all that stuff. Sign him out. He signs his papers. He changes his clothes. And he's a free man now, so we don't handcuff him or anything. So we just put him in the back seat of the cruiser. And then we had to drive like 12 miles to the bus station. But across from the bus station was the McDonald's that gave us the food coupons. So after these inmates were in jail for 6 months and they get released, they go to McDonald's and they eat like a Big Mac and a large fry with a milkshake or some shit. And within 10 minutes of sitting at the bus stop, they're looking for a bathroom because their stomach is fucked up. Eating that
Yep.
Stump, our Boyd says, "Hey,
Well, howdy, Mr. Boyd.
Poco Loco says his buddy had to have a piss bag, so I would tell him to dump it out on people tailgating. When I came out of ICU, I didn't know that I had a catheter in me. And so when I came out of ICU, when I came out, I was just like, where? Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I'm ripping off all the fucking hot monitor and shit and everything. And they're yelling at me, stop, what are you doing? And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, you got to relax. So I relax. I get in the room, and my old man and my mother were there, and my older sister. I says to my old man, I goes, hey, I got an issue. He says, what? I goes, there was something sticking me in the fucking prick, and it really hurts. He goes, yeah, that's your catheter. I goes, well, how do I pull it out? He goes, you don't. You got to let them do it. I go, well, tell them to get it out now. It hurts. So they pull it out. You know what they did then? They come back, like Poco Loco ain't kidding. They got this bag. They strapped it to my leg with a little hose. And then they took a giant fucking rubber and went like this. Ding! And snapped the fucking thing. I'm like, that hurts. Hello, that hurts.
what do they call that? A Texas catheter or a Texas something?"
Texas, yeah, Texas something.
They have like a airboat
With the hose for- if you don't have a catheter,
They're
you
a little bit to hold them in place.
But you got to do some grooming before you put those fuckers on, because I'm telling you right now, when it comes off, fuck
But
me.
saying that catheter, when it goes up inside you, they pump it up so it doesn't slide out. So it stays inside you, right? When they were removing mine, she was like, she went to remove mine, and usually they just like relieve the pressure and then
Correct.
they spit it out, but you can still feel it, right? She was and she was looking for something, and she turned, and it got like caught on her, and it was like,
Oh shit!
pulled that shit right out, dude. I was like, that kind of burns. She's
God.
like, oh, it will. She goes, oh, it's already out. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, we need to get a towel because I'm like, apparently, there was some in the tube that it was just like fucking soaked my bed and the floor.
It's almost like they're trying to humiliate you.
Oh yeah.
So it seems like it sometimes.
When you're a 17-year-old kid and you're in the hospital, you kind of get scared for certain things because you've never experienced these things before. But you got these doctors that are like in their 40s and 50s and 60s, and the nurses range from like late 20s all the way up into like their 130, I think. But there's always this one like nurse's assistant or something, or somebody that volunteers or something, and she's like the same age as you or younger. And she's in there doing shit, and you're like, I don't think it's legal for you to be in here.
You go to school together?
Yep. Like Ohio, they came in and they wanted to give me a sponge bath, and I'm like, go away, beat it. I says, if anyone's gonna give this a sponge bath, I'll take care of it myself.
Oh no, that was one of the best.
And they all get you got to remember, I had Broomhilda as a night nurse. Okay. Now, like you're saying, I had my right out of nursing school, 23 years old, smoking hot fucking nurse come in the next morning, and she goes, "What's to say here? You gave the night nurse a hard time for taking a sponge bath." And I went, "Yeah, I can do it myself. I'm a big boy." And she goes, "No, what you have to learn here is that we're doing the shit for you." And I went, "So you're gonna give me a sponge bath?" She's like, "Yep." I went, "Just like this." Put my hands put my hands right in my rack. I'm like, "Okay, go ahead."
All right. And FYI, my balls itch too. To get to that.
You watch my back while you're there? No, they were all right. But yeah, no, I was only in there 13 days, Ohio.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, they put the rack on. I was in ICU for I think I was in ICU for 8 or 9 days because the swelling.
Did they put eye in your neck and stuff? Like, because they I had to.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is they screwed the titanium into my skull.
So many tests on me and put me through so many damn machines. They like injected this dye into your body, and it like goes into I don't know what it does, something in your spine, and then they run you through like an MRI or some type of machine like that.
It's
It's like a contrast.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but
hey, Dish. You
That's
look
just
like
that.
you'd rather be talking about mayonnaise right now. It looks like you'd rather be talking about mayonnaise. Go ahead, Ohio.
Nah.
What, you want me to talk about mayonnaise? Is that what you said?
No.
No.
No, Dish was starting to look uncomfortable. All pushy and itchy and shit. I don't want to go to the hospital. They do bad things.
There's nothing. He's right though. There was nothing worse than being in. I mean, think about it, right? You're in the hospital, and you can't go. You know, it's like when I walked over to the window. It took me. I wasn't even joking. It took me half an hour to have a cigarette, and then I wasn't smart enough to realize that the guy that I was smoking, my little roomie, he's got oxygen hanging out of his fucking nose, and we're hanging our heads out the window having a fucking smoke. But because you're bored, you're bored. They used to come over. They used to come in and roll me over on my side, and then put pie pillows on behind me, because I was just laying down on my back. And they're like, "Okay, time to roll over."
I had a bed that I was strapped in. Where you're strapped in, and the bed turns over.
Yeah, the mica bed. I was on that first. The first day I broke my neck, I was on that.
Yeah.
The striker bed. Excuse me, striker bed.
And it was on a timer. Was yours on a timer?
I don't know. I don't remember that part of it. People have to tell me.
It was on a timer, and it seemed like every time I got interested in what, because I was, I'm the only one in this fucking room, and my mom's there most of the time, but a lot of times she'd have to go down and have a smoke or to get some coffee or something. But this bed, every time I got interested in watching a TV show or whatever, this fucking bed, you'd hear it go click, and motor would turn, and it would start fucking moving me over. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I can't see the TV when it does that.
The only thing I remember about the striker bed is when, because I was on a, they had the thing screwed to the side of my head first, and so now I'm on that striker bed, and when they put me, I was totally level, but facing the floor.
Yeah.
The pressure was fucking killing me, and apparently because now my sister fills me in with all this stuff, she told me all about it because I don't. But I do remember that one part about laying like this, face down, and it hurt like a bastard. And they came in and they're like, "What's the matter?" I go, "This hurts way too much. You got to do something."
My aunt gave me the best present ever when I was in the hospital with that fucking bed. She gave me like a cheap ass dollar store vanity mirror with the handle on it. That way, when I heard the bed click, I could grab the mirror off the dresser thing, off the little nightstand, and I could hold the mirror and I could still see the TV through the mirror.
Still watch your MTV.
Oh, and the only other thing that I remember is when I was at St. John's in Lowell, it being a Catholic hospital. The priest come in, and he, the little curtain thingy, right? Well, yeah. Apparently he's behind the curtain, and who did we just lose?
Stump.
He was behind the curtain, and he's doing one of these. Yikes. And I thought I died, and I went nuts, I guess. And they're like, wow. No, you're not dead. You're not dead. I goes, why am I being blessed? He goes, I was praying for it. I'm like, oh my God. But other than that, it's lights out. They screwed the fucking posts in my fucking skull. I didn't have any painkillers or anything for it. They couldn't because I had to be awake and alert for it because they needed to know. So they screwed shit right into my squash without a fucking morphine shot or anything. But thankfully, I have no memory of it.
Yeah, I don't remember the first. I remember being put in the squad. I remember going down the road, and I remember getting to the hospital, and when they placed me or whatever from a gurney to like a bed or whatever, or it was like a steel, cold ass fucking stainless steel, something like you'd chop meat up on or something, man. It was
science table.
Yeah, I just remember it was cold, and they were doing all kinds of X-rays and shit on me, or something.
Ohio, you weren't in the hospital. That was a UFO, brother.
That was
you got abducted.
My ass still hurts and broke. I'll tell you what, man. Like you said, you don't like. It was a couple of days before I realized I was even in a hospital.
Yep. And
then I had severe concussion and brain swelling and shit, and I lost my vision. It was, dude, 17 years old, you think you're dead when shit like that happens to you. I fucked up this time. Well, shit. People because this happened in West Virginia, and people back in Ohio that I went to school with, the rumor was I was dead. You're like, oh, he fucking died in a fucking four-wheeler accident. Everybody had me dead.
Yeah, it's amazing how what people do when they get in an accident like that.
Yeah, and you believe that all them fucking teachers that send fucking work to my mom? That way I could keep up at school and not have to repeat the 11th grade.
Thankfully I wasn't in school, so.
Jay Watt.
But yeah, so once my neck swelling went down, they took me out of ICU.
Yeah, when I was like 20, I bought a four-wheeler. My mom about shit herself, man. She was like, "What the fuck are you doing buying a four-wheeler?" I'm like, "I'm riding four-wheeler." She's like, "You haven't learned your lesson yet with this fucking death machines and shit?" She gave me a hell of a time.
Mikey's been doing
My word.
Yeah, no, it sucks, but it sucked for a while. The only thing that bothers me now is I can't, if I wanted to, I couldn't take diving, not diving classes. I couldn't take I couldn't take scuba diving. I can't take scuba diving classes. I can't go down too far because the pressure in the back of my brain, it's just too much for me to handle.
We should try it sometime just to see if that's true.
Nope. I can get down 15 feet before I start crying my eyes out. You know how I know that? Because I was past 15 feet and I started crying my eyes out in pain. Just where are the balloons?
Over there.
Over there.
Over
They're over there,
yonder.
Jay Watt.
Over there. Over,
Over there. Get your tongue out of your mouth. Over there. Oh, I should have gotten. Oh, that's underwear. I'm sorry. Underwear. Underwear.
Name
How
this.
I itch in my woolen underwear. Oh, I should have gotten a pair of cotton.
Over my shoulder.
But now I'm itching
Bye,
everywhere.
everybody.
Bye, Susie.
night.
Good night.
Have a great night.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do.
There, now they look the same size. She made my head look huge.
Stop it. Oh, that head. Okay.
Looks huge.
Did you notice her tiny hands, Mike? Gotta love that.
Dish moved the balloons because we couldn't see the reflections.
He's one of those guys. When he's soft, he's big.
Hey, you think an AR-15 chambered at 22 Magnum would be worth it?
Yep.
Oh, I think that would be a
That'd be
fun
an awesome
gun
gun.
if it worked.
Night,
That'd be a
Trevor.
nice coyote gun. Fucking.
Oh, he's saying that to Susie, isn't he?
For some reason, they have a hard time making a 22 mag work in a semi-auto.
For some reason I thought I seen a 22 mag AR. And I don't know if I was dreaming or did I see it on a video.
Yep, look it up. You know
That's-
all the special
You
places.
probably saw that pedophile dude on the old TV show. I used to love that channel. I used to love that show until he became a fucking pedophile.
Oh, the gun one.
Yeah.
Something guns.
Father and his daughter.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know the other one? The other gun show?
Yeah,
Gunsmoke.
he's just as bad.
Well, his head gunsmith guy that was like back in the back room that you never seen.
Yep.
Like he was only on the show like once or twice. That's a kid I went to school with, Dad.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I mean, I wasn't really good friends with him or anything. I mean, I've talked to him, but yeah, my buddy told me that. He was like, "Yeah, that's Tim's dad." I was like, "Holy shit!" And I looked it up. It is.
They're out in Colorado.
Yeah,
Are you talking about the big guy? Older?
The heavy guy?
I think so.
There was a heavy guy there.
Yeah, we
A
had
young kid.
hair.
There was a young kid, too. And then Stevie, the skinny guy, right? Not skinny, like,
hold
frail,
on.
but
Poco Loco just said Bear Creek just came out with a 22-250.
Wow.
In an AR platform?
I'm looking at Bear Creek right now, 22 Magnum
No
there you
shit.
go.
AR platform.
That would
There
be
you
fun,
go.
right, Dish?
Stevie, I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Lots of fun.
Right? I love 22 mag.
Toy story.
309. $309 for 22 Magnum, branded right side charging upper, 16-inch.
Nice.
Okay, here's $289 for 22 Magnum, right side charging upper.
What I would do is punch that into YouTube and watch a bunch of reviews before I bought into it. Because for some reason they have a hard time with 22 mag.
Oh yeah,
I mean, they got the 22 dialed in. You know, the M&P 22.
yeah. Well, shit, with that CMMG 22 conversion kit, I've had no issues shooting 22 out of my AR.
That's cool. That switches over to just the spring without the buffer, right?
Right.
Gotcha.
It's all in the bolt or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that when I would go to the range, I would usually shoot about one mag of 5.56, and then
Right.
switch over to 22.
How accurate is it when you're shooting the 22?
At 50 yards, it was about, I would say, 2.5 to 3 inches off somewhere. It never, it was like not constantly to the right. You know what I mean? If you were shooting at a quarter-sized target at 50 yards, you could take like not a 5-pound coffee can, but like the smaller coffee cans that they used to make.
Yeah.
Put that over the quarter and draw a circle around it. And you would keep it in that. So you will keep a 5 to 6 inch group, but it's all over. It's not like you're going to hit the same area. It's somewhere in that. But I mean, it's accurate enough to hit steel or stay on target at 50 yards.
Right on.
I don't think you might run into trouble if you were trying to use it for hunting. Like if you're trying to squirrel hunt,
Yeah.
squirrel at like 30 yards or something like that, you might just fucking miss it by an inch or two,
Yeah. Damn it.
But it's not
That's not bad at all for a conversion.
right. But if you're shooting like 25 yards of steel, oh dude, you're pinging steel all day long. Ting 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 ting. It's just fun as fuck, to be honest with you.
American Guns. Thank you, J. Watt. Sons of Guns and American Guns.
American Guns had the daughter that was like the blondish with the real long neck. She had like a giraffe neck. Remember that? Remember her? Her neck was super long, dude. She had her neck was like 1.5 feet long.
Was it the dad, mom, daughter, and son? I could have sworn that was called Gunsmoke, or was that the name of their shop?
I think that was the name of the show. What was it called? American Guns?
Dan Popo said he went squirrel hunting with a 4.58 SOCOM. Splat. I was just in it for the tails.
Yeah.
Good luck
Paige
finding all the fluff floating down.
Yeah, Paige and Renee Wyatt. Paige was the daughter. Renee was the wife, and the wife was hot too. And the son, Kurt, Rich Wyatt. His photo on the cast is in a fucking orange jumpsuit from where he's in prison. He in prison for
selling guns to unlicensed people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he fell into the trap. FBI or somebody came in there trying to buy guns, and he sold them with no ID and shit.
At least he didn't molest his daughter like the other guy did.
True.
Yeah, that Paige. Yeah, Paige Wyatt. Jesus, she's easy on the eyes, but she's just got that real long neck.
Better to reach around the corner with. Just saying.
I mean, come on. Hang on.
Oh, J. Watt said he didn't have an FFL.
Oh,
Now, she does have a fucking long neck. That's weird.
it doesn't help having her hair like that. That makes it worse.
That almost looks photoshopped. Like they stuck their head on somebody else's neck. Swamp Donkey 530. What's up, brother?
Swamp Donkey. Pfeffer.
Swamp Donkey played cowboys and Native Americans in real life. What? Oh, I hate that meow. It's so low. She does that when people disappear from the room.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Ugh.
My son and I had a friend, and that cat would start going, row, 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 and then it'd start, He had to
That was
find
a great-
different food for it before his stomach was all.
That was a great imitation.
Alan and I remember it like it was yesterday. Every night.
Oh, that Renee, she's dead.
Yeah, Will Hayden.
Yeah, that's way too long, Swamp Donkey. Indy. I can't even. It must be written in Canadian. I can't even pronounce it.
Rich Wyatt was convicted of multiple felonies in 2017 for dealing in firearms without not holding a FFL. That's
Wow.
correct.
What a
And for
dork.
his years on the evasion of corporate and personal income taxes, he's subsequently sentenced to 78 months in federal prison.
Huh.
Yeah. But he's got a smoking hot daughter and a smoking hot wife. So
Yeah, which you can now not protect
What?
because he's in prison.
What's his son? Hang on.
I like them too. I like that show. I like the other one too, Will Hayden, but he was a fucking jackass too.
The wife and son are dead.
What?
What wife and son?
Rich Wyatt's wife, Renee, and the son, Kirk.
Really? What happened to them?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Because she was smoking hot, the wife,
Car accident or
as
something.
I remember.
Renee Wyatt.
I mean, she was almost in the almost in the echelon of Princess Di.
I don't know. Princess Di was kind of up there.
Princess Di was fucking absolutely gorgeous.
Such
Yeah.
a kind
What was
person.
you doing with that ugly man anyway?
It's called royalty. Don't
Ugly.
matter.
Ugly.
You know how I say it's about busting a nut? Well, it's all about the pesos for her. More from Wikipedia. Rich was released from prison in early July 2020 after an agreement with the judge to plead guilty to one gun charge. So he pleads guilty to the one gun charge. He's probably never going to be able to own a gun for the rest of his fucking life unless he moves
And
out.
also found when they make a plea bargain like that, 9 times out of 10, they ain't got shit for a case. That's why he was in jail, to sweat him out. So the government didn't.
Well, he had to do the tax evasion.
They tried to do that with a kid out back. They tried to get him to plead guilty to something else, and they would drop the attempted kidnapping charges and shit. He's like, fuck off. He didn't plead, so he ended up getting out. No, all charges dropped.
Yeah, because he was the only one that wasn't an FBI agent that was in on that shit.
No
The
shit.
other guy ain't never seen the light of day again. That's for sure. Will Hayden, what the hell his name is.
Coco.
From what was that? What was it called? Red something? Red? I don't know.
Red Jacket Firearms.
Red
Son
Jacket
of
Firearms.
Son of Guns.
So that's the guy who raped his daughter.
Yeah, the brunette, and she's friends with, the couple on YouTube from Louisiana.
Yeah.
The
Donald
wife of that
Jeff.
couple. The
Jeff?
wife of that couple is friends with the brunette, the daughter, the oldest daughter, on Red Jacket Firearms.
Gotcha.
Because she was on one of her videos, I was like, "Oh, she's still gorgeous."
Another relationship on YouTube. didn't we?
She a blonde.
She just up and left. Yeah.
Who? Oh yeah, the wife was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
His name was Jeff.
Yep. His name was
She had
Jeffy.
her own channel too.
He used to wear he
Was
used to wear a
she-
Saints game jersey all the time.
Was she a real dingy blonde?
She could act dingy, yes.
Always wore like a bathing suit top and like blue jean cutoffs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they all do down there. Well, look at Banshee Moon. She does it.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
another.
there was another couple that was doing like a homesteading. They were like guns and homesteading.
Yes, when she shot the pig in the bikini with the Daisy Duke cutoffs.
But they like got in all kinds of trouble too.
It's listen. when you put your girlfriend or wife out there just because as a piece of fucking meat, these things happen. Because then you got guys like you,
The one like Erica.
guys like you comment on their video saying, "Hey, your wife's hot. Can I bang her? Hey, da 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 da," and that shit all leads into trouble.
I never comment like that.
I know. I'm just breaking your balls.
But you liked Corey. You liked Erica. Remember that? You were big on Erica. Corey and Erica. Range time with Corey and Erica. Remember Corey? He lied about his military service and shit. Said he was like, oh my God, yes. You were big on her.
Corey and Erica.
Corey.
It doesn't ring a bell to me. I'm sorry. No, I'm being dead serious. It doesn't. I don't remember. Corey and Erica. What was that? Was that was their YouTube channel name?
It was Range Time with Corey and Erica. And you were all over this bitch. You loved her. Hang on, I got a picture of her. All right.
Do a screen share so I can see it. No. Oh wait, was that the chick that did the? They shot the. They took a shotgun. No, they took a not a shotgun. They took a what do you call it? A 50 cal.
Ohio, your phone's doing that weird thing again.
Like a Desert Eagle, and they stood up on their deck and they shot it into a 55-gallon drum full of water.
Oh my God!
Just filmed the video with Zombie Go Boom, but it was never released due to legal issues.
Wash it off.
What she got to wash off?
Yeah.
She looks like
I don't know, Ohio. I'd have to go see one of their. Is their channel still up?
Her feet looks like she's been grubbing in the garden barefooted.
I don't think the channel's up because he lied about military service again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like giving training classes. They were training people.
Oh, you don't mean Cole? You mean Cole and Jay? They lived up in Canada?
No, Corey and Erica. It was a big, huge thing with Corey, who talked about his service, and people like snitched him out. Was like he never even like served, because he would always be like, well, over in the sandbox, talk about like when he was over in Iraq and shit. And I guess he didn't even serve long enough to go overseas. He was just stateside for a short time, and he was only served like a short period.
Yeah, Jay Watt says they're no longer together, and he is a tattoo artist now.
Well, then their videos are probably down there, and I won't be able to see them. But just so I can, hey Jay Watt, can you do your little magic and see if you can find a video of them? I can see my comment.
Power Duty says, "Damn, you know it's bad when you rock a baby to sleep and put yourself to sleep." Whoops. Yeah, that used to happen a lot with me.
I did see a comment above. I read he's a tattoo artist now and all that. He claimed to be a ranger. And I read the dish one.
Claimed to be a ranger, right?
I'm trying to remember though. I just don't. I'm trying to.
I found a video, Mike. It's somebody else's channel that actually
Posted a video of them.
Yeah.
Put the link in. I'll go on the YouTube side to get it because I don't have the here, Mike. Never mind, Jay Watt. Jay Watt already did it.
Copy link. Okay, let's see.
How long ago was this? You remember, Ohio?
Mama Bayo, what's up and welcome, cuz. Your brother was on last week, by the way. Did you miss him?
All right, hang on. How many different links we got here? We're gonna see Jay Watt's first link. Skip the video. Skip the ads. Oh yes, that's right.
Apparently, he remembers
Yep.
a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did want her. Still do now that she's single. Hello, Mama Bayo.
Oh yeah, this is the one of Corey caught in his lies.
This is the one for Mikey to watch later. And I gotta go back to YouTube because you know it's gonna be something good. Hang on. Stand fast. Stand fast. What was that movie, Dish?
No, I don't know.
Who kept saying that in the movie? Was it Stand Fast or Haul Ass? Haul Ass. Might have been Haul Ass. Haul Ass. Whoops.
What they keep saying in the movie?
I thought it was Stand Fast. But, you know, I could be wrong.
Holy shit! These videos, most of these videos are like from 9 years ago, man.
Time flies, don't it?
Right?
Yeah. And who would have thought that they're off YouTube and we're still on?
Stay little and fly under the radar. We all can't have 40 or 50,000 subs like Dish.
How many subs do you have, Dish?
2,700.
I think you need to make a video. You owe it to your fans.
Right.
9 years ago.
Hell, I
That's
think a little trip down to the fishing.
I put in Dish Outdoors and I got like Dish Outdoors, but it's for Dish RV, like Dish Satellite.
Oh.
Was it The Rock, Mikey D?
What?
Stand Fast, was it The Rock?
Oh.
1996.
I thought usually when I do movie lines, Dish is like, Mikey, this was that movie.
Right. I don't recognize that one though.
Franks and beans, Franks and beans.
Franks and beans.
Look at me, look at me. Have you
How'd
seen my
you get
baseball?
your-
Dish did a video back 6 months ago.
Yep.
Of course, a lot's been going on. Now that you're settled,
True.
it's weird. You get out of the habit. It's kind of like, I forgot how we did that.
I know, right? Set up the camera, plug it in,
Weird. So much work.
upload a video.
Find your tripod that's been, holding the door open for.
Yeah, really. Blow the dust off of it.
One like that.
Keeps the cat out of the cabinet.
Before I forget again, 2 weeks in a row. Hey, Uncle Kyle.
Right. Hi, Uncle Kyle. Oh, speaking of,
I just watched that, Jay Watt.
we got a little present when we went to Miss Shalisa Shells.
Oh, cool.
It's a white. Oh, the blue ones are the best. I think the blue ones are the next ones, right?
Smells so good. And I got the privilege to buy a one-off.
One of my favorites.
Oh my God, this smells so good. It makes your mouth water. It's mandarin orange.
Oh.
Yum, yum, yum. Go check out her Essie.
Light up to it.
Go check out her Essie store. Support.
Better put the link in there.
Yeah, why don't you start throwing links in there? So you didn't tell me about the. I mean, I knew about it. I probably should have asked last night, but you gotta somehow or another. Somebody's got to show me how I can leave a link on the on my YouTube channel and stuff like that in the chat.
Right on.
So it comes
There
out.
it is, her Essie store.
Oh man.
I'm not monetized. I'm not monetized, so they get mad at you for redirecting
Yeah.
your.
And also, I seen all her stash. The sell in the store. Very, very professional. I'm proud of my girl.
Thank you.
Cool. Very
Looking
cool.
It's all shiny and organized and in a cabinet.
Boxed, labeled.
I'll tell you one thing, though. if your house ever catches on fire,
I
you
know.
better call the helicopters.
Right.
I know. Scrapwood and candle wax galore. I have fire extinguishers mounted everywhere in this house. Under the
Good,
stand,
smart.
I have more smoke detectors than probably most people have. I also have the carbon monoxide both upstairs and downstairs.
Right on. Matter of fact, you know what? That's good. I need to go buy a couple of fire extinguishers. I only got one here. It's a good one, but I only have one.
They actually go bad, and you're supposed to replace them, but that would cost me $500 probably every 5 years.
Dude,
Well-
they're still married.
You get a lot of life out of them if once or twice a year you go out there and you give them a good shaking up, and then
Okay.
set them back down.
They're
I
still
used to
married.
give my old ones to Brian, and he'd keep them in the boat. Put one in the car, in the boat, in the camper.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all fire safety except for
Yeah, all it would take was one hot cigarette ash out in the woodshed with all them shavings underneath my lathe. Woof.
Right.
you wouldn't believe what I just found in the basement today. I was doing laundry, had my cigarette butt, and since the floor is hard concrete, I just dropped it on the floor for a minute, finished up what I was doing, went and looked, and it was down in my sub.
Oh, shit.
And here's some smoke coming up the sub basement, that little space under there in that hole, and I'm like, oh hell no. Who knows how much dust and crap is down there? I'm all pouring water, freaking out.
Right.
Oh,
Mikey,
President
is this
Biden tested
stand by,
positive for
stand by.
COVID-19 again.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hey, click on that link, Jay Watt.
Oh, just saying. Karma. Did you click on that one that Jay Watt put in there, Mike? Stand by, stand by.
I'm doing that right now. I have to go back to the YouTube side of things to do that, though. I can't click on it through the outside chat. I mean the inside chat.
You guys didn't get a chance to see all my candles for last year. Those ones are pretty spectacular. I got those so dang buried. We all need to us three and get Dish involved, and we all meet up at like a big old flea market, indoor flea market, and just sit around and sell them all day. Carry the boxes.
What?
You know what you should do? You should get you a table at a gun show, because every gun show I go to is just full of tables of shit that's not guns.
I never thought of that.
There's always candles and pepperoni sticks and
And both
t-shirts.
and
And I'm like, this is a gun show.
Stand
Where
by.
all the fucking guns at?
Right.
that's
I'm
gotta
going
be
to start
annoying.
setting up a table of guns at an arts and crafts show.
Yeah,
Right?
that's annoying. Hey, there you go.
Don't
Yeah,
watch
good-
it, Dish.
Good luck with that, Ohio.
Oh, they'll be walking past your table as fast as they can. Go,
Don't look. Don't look.
You should at least have at least one gun for sale if you're at a gun show and you're a vendor. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
or some kind of accessories for it.
Right. Yeah, even
Let's go with
accessories. If you're a holster dealer or something like that. But God, just the gun show here, it's at the fairgrounds where I live. You walk in, and it takes you like 10 minutes to get to the first gun table. It's all arts and crafts, and
Knives.
the guys that put the igloo coolers inside the wooden crates and like burn it with a torch with like the Ohio State Buckeyes emblem or something like that on it, or which they're cool stuff, you know, the cooler that's on like on stilt legs or whatever.
You should at least have some like carving knives for sale.
Then
The
I
trick
always
is,
get,
though,
I always get distracted by the pepperoni guy, pepperoni beef jerky guy. He's always there.
people bring a bunch of money to buy ammo. They can't afford ammo, so maybe they got enough for candles.
Dude, I went there looking for some 25 auto when I first got that little 25,
I
and
remember
it
that.
wanted $55 for a box of fucking 25 ammo. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And it was old. It was like old Winchester white box from like the 80s. You know,
Yeah. Do
It's
I
like-
look English?
you can't even tell if it's reloaded or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm almost strictly to, I like to support the mom and pop shops too. But man, it scares me buying ammo from some of the mom and pop shops.
Yeah.
Like that one I took you to, that old guy that has all that stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the shit that he has, that's not factory ammo. That's somebody else's ammo that,
First thing I do is look at the primer.
That's funny.
I don't know. I like the mom and pop shops, but when it comes to buying ammo, I buy from the big boys.
I think you were right, Jay White. I think that's where I got it from. Oh, he's taking out all the links. Oh no, he's not.
I know, just because I'm reading them too.
Wow, the one he put in there, you guys not gonna want to watch.
Which
Ohio
one?
might. Ohio might watch it. Stevie might watch it.
Watch later.
Is it
Yeah.
the one with Mac? Is it the one with Military Gun Channel?
No. Well, I watched that one a little bit. They had some weird looking fucking like bullpup guns. It was kind of cool. They look like bullpups, anyways, to me.
I didn't do it.
Cracking that beer.
Yeah, I remember them now. You're right. I did have a small infatuation with her. Just a little.
Small. Yeah, that's the word for it.
Was it
By the way, Banshee Moon is still on YouTube, and she's still married to the same guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Because I put the link in the description.
because he has Exo. They upload the same video on his channel and hers. She's
Exo
Banshee
Man.
Moon. He's like Exo Man or something.
Yeah.
And all he does is like exploit her, man.
And by the way, she has a OnlyFans page.
Yes, she does. I've seen it. I've seen
Oh,
photos
really?
from that. Yes.
Well, guess what? She's getting older now, so all that plastic stays where it is, and the skin does this. Bloop. So it's not going to look very nice.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Stay natural, girls.
You know what the old saying says. You know what an old chick has that a young chick don't. Belly button between her tits.
Hey, I'm almost there.
I'll be right back. I gotta go.
I'm waiting for them where I can rest them on my shoulder. Oh, that'll be so much nicer.
Over the shoulder, bend the boulder. Hey guys.
Man,
Just
if I
swap 'em up in the-
oh my God, that would be so awesome.
You know, they make weights you can clamp on your nipples that would speed up the process.
No.
No, gravity happens on its own.
We'll take some clips to hold them up. How's that?
Yeah, no, my wife was one that told me about that. She was saying, she says, when they have something funny, I go, what? She says, you know how these older people all have plastic and everything? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, you know what's funny? I go, what's that? She goes, well, when they get real old. I go, yeah. And it was Gina's thing that I just did. Gina's like, she goes, picture it. They're standing up. I go, yeah. She goes, and the chest is sticking out like this. I go, yeah. She goes, and the skin hangs down. And I'm fucking dying. I'm like, all right, stop. You're going to make me gag. She goes, no, I'm being dead serious, though. I'm telling you the truth. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I was doing pretty good. I was still firm all the way up to my 40s. It was just recently, man. Whoop.
It happens. It's called gravity. Listen, it's like I tell people, I'm not fat. My chest fell.
Yeah. And it's 100% natural and acceptable.
Exactly.
Hell, look better than them fake shit, man.
You know?
100%.
I'm waiting for Dish's Dish jumping on the trampolines video series.
Can I go? You can hold them for me. I'll hold yours.
All right. Yeah.
And then hang on, Jay Watt. Now we all got to pitch in. We all got to pitch in, right? And get her a slow-mo camera.
Make it rain. I'll tell you what, though, y'all better stay in sequence. That could get a little painful if you
Yeah,
got.
that's why I said slow-mo, because a guy like me who's with the vertigo, I'd be all fucking.
We both gotta have ponytails. Woo.
Don't forget the Jello.
See, you call them ponytails. You call them ponytails. I call them handlebars.
Right on, Jay Watt.
Still jumping on her
She's
bed.
jumping on her bed right now.
It's right now.
I'll hit my head on the ceiling.
Oh, what a
makes for a great
feeling
video.
when I hit my head on the ceiling.
I've got a ceiling fan directly.
Oh, what a feeling.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Who's that, Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling?
Dry off after the shower.
Dancing on the ceiling. Yeah, that's Lionel Richie.
Yeah, they redid the old dancing video from way back in the day. Who was that guy who was famous for his dancing? Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire.
I was thinking Richard Simmons.
The librarian, he ain't a dancer. The librarian used to, the librarian at in my junior high school, she used to call me Fred because I'd sit there and do this with my feet. She's like, "Who are you, Fred Astaire?" I go, "Excuse me." She's gonna start calling you Fred. I'm like, "Who is Fred Astaire?" She goes, "Well, you're in the library. Look it up." So I had, you ain't Googling back in like 1979. You know. When I went home, I goes, "Ma, the librarian calls me Fred for Fred Astaire," and she started laughing her ass off. If GPD was here right now, there's a 50-50 chance she would do it.
I've got a picture that I took years ago of two things that are no longer being produced.
Your dick.
Sperm and what else?
Taco Bell Mexican pizza and a Jennings.
There you go.
Don't do that, man. I'm starving.
I could use
I
one
just
of their
finished.
pizzas.
I just finished the Italian sausage. I made sausages for dinner that I had leftovers, but there ain't any more now.
Were they good?
Aw.
Yeah, they were excellent. Well, I was gonna have. Gina's fucking pissing me off because I got deer meat and bear meat in the freezer, and you can't taste it. I can taste it. I said, "No, you can't."
Oh,
She's "Yes, I can." I'm like, "Okay." I go, "You know the ground burger that we had with the American chop the other night, and when I had it in the frying pan and you were eating it?" She goes, "Yes, that was fucking deer meat." And she's like, "It was?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, I can taste the difference." I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
It's got zero game taste whatsoever. And she cannot taste the difference. I don't know how they did it. And even the bear is zero game taste, which is, and again, I've said this before, it pisses me off because I don't mind the game taste. Taco Bell.
Forgot about that nickname. Oh, there was a saying that went along with that.
Oh, I can't get that song on me. Somebody sing a song, please. I'm singing "Dancing on the Ceiling" because of Dish.
Look it up.
All right, sorry, Shalise, but I got to show this. Even though you're hungry. Look at that.
mm,
God,
that
what a
looks
freak.
good.
Yum.
What's that? A fish taco?
No, it's a big old steak, man, on the open fire.
Oh,
Steak in the body.
Antonio Brown visiting Dubai with Floyd Mayweather. Don't people go to Dubai to get laid? Isn't that like going to Brazil? I heard going to Brazil, if you can't get laid in Brazil, it's like give up. It's like I used to say to people. I used to say to a few individuals that were at the bar, and I didn't really like them. And I told them, I said, "You couldn't get laid in a whorehouse with a fistful of 50s." You know.
Just if you can't get laid in or where'd you say Argentina?
No, Dubai. Antonio Brown's hanging out with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's the biggest
Yeah,
fucking
Dubai
punk
though is
bitch.
for the rich, man. It's over in the Middle East.
Yeah, Dubai, and I guess they're building it up, but I guess it's like anything goes in that country. It's like Brazil. Like
Yeah, no.
Yeah, including all kinds
Dubai
of
is a lot
diseases.
different.
I just watched this thing on
We
them.
would,
They're like,
hey, we wouldn't get laid over there, but Floyd Mayweather would because he's a millionaire.
it's like Thailand. Thailand's like wicked bad.
Yeah. Careful what you bring back. What is that? Did you stick a picture on there?
I put Annie Oakley up in the castle.
Cool.
I'm just fucking around with it.
Ask Ohio to explain the controversy over the "Show Us the Precious" video. What controversy is over that video, Ohio?
Show us the precious. What?
Show us the precious.
Yep, that's what Jay Watt said.
Controversy.
Come on, you're a tin hat guy. You like controversy.
The only thing show me the precious. That's the damn ring from Lord of the Rings with that little golem dude. My precious.
Oh.
I still
Yeah.
haven't seen that movie yet.
Y'all come back now. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great
Long
movie. But
movie.
bring snacks and sodas because it's long.
What
Yes.
movie is this?
Hey, Mike,
Lord
check
of
out
the
this new
Rings.
shotgun I got. I took a picture of it last night.
What's that, a Maverick, you asshole?
Those toenails.
Look at his feet.
Oh, that's sick, man. That's just sick.
I like it. It looks good. What is it?
Man, some of you guys make me wonder how doctors can be doctors.
Right?
Why? What's the matter? What is the matter now, Shalisa?
Did you not see that, Mikey?
I saw the gun.
No, look below that.
Shot his toe off.
No, just look at the toenails.
Ugh.
That's just wrong.
Thrown all the way under.
That's a poor guy. So maybe they're fat and they can't fucking cut their toenails. I can't.
That's why you always got to find a friend.
I went to a podiatrist for something, and he offered to trim my nails for me, and I'm like, I got it. Good.
You know what I do?
Weird.
There you go, Mikey. Just to make Mikey mad.
What? What are you at Walmart buying meat for? What is that? What kind of gun is it? Is it a shotgun?
That's the H&R partner that I bought for $89.
Go fuck your fist.
I was looking for
Yeah, we're going to have to teach Ohio about phone a friend.
Right.
I did a
When you
video
sell
on the night I bought it. Hey, Walmart has these for $89. Go get yourself.
Don't.
fucking
You know what?
one.
Fuck off.
If
Because
you would watch my video, you would
when
fucking.
when you had the chance to sell me that Maverick, and I had the license, and I still had my licensing back then. You didn't care to. You didn't care to hook me up, kind of like my buddy Sean, who I call Kramer, that lives upstairs. He had a
J-Watt
14
says, Ohio, the precious controversy was with
Taran
Taran
Tactical. Taran.
Sharon Tactical. Yeah, well, didn't he like sexually harass like every one of his female employees or something? Or
I don't
I
know.
remember something about that.
guys.
That's weird, Shalisa. Looking at that table on the camera, it looks like a normal, just little coffee table.
It's quite a work table.
Right?
It hasn't been completely cleared off in 2 weeks now. As soon as I get my inventory done, that table's going to be so clean and shiny. Poor table.
What the fuck was it saying about Kramer? I forget. Ohio. Oh, hey, J-Wad, I got one for you. We had five hits on a not the. By the way, he doesn't know what he did with the fucking frog. We went fishing today. We got 5 hits on the same fucking pickerel, on a different frog lure, and we couldn't set the hook. There's a reason why I couldn't set the hook, because he was biting the head of the fucking frog. Every time he hit it, he hit the head.
Oh.
You know, he's got a hole in it. He put a hole in it, so we can't use that one anymore.
Well, they work for a while. You just got to keep squeezing the water out.
Yeah, but it's on the bottom though, the hole. So it's always gonna have water in it.
They shouldn't leak as bad then.
You know.
Sometimes they work better when they're partially submerged, where they're just under the surface, making a ripple on the top.
Yeah, this fucking pickerel was pissing me off. I wanted to throw my fucking rod in the street.
Must have been a little one.
That's what I thought too, and we couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. It was the same fish. And then we saw it. We had him sitting by a lily pad, and he fucking went right for its fucking head. And then I reeled it in. I looked at the fucking thing, and sure as shit.
Remember, on top water, you always got to give him the rod, count to 2, and then jerk.
Yeah, but I was kind of hoping he'd hit it. If he's hitting it from, he's not gonna get it from hitting it from the head, because obviously the hooks are in the ass.
Yeah, but
You know
when
what
you
I'm
jerk the rod, you jerk.
No, he hit it. He hit it sideways, Stevie.
Oh, sideways.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the side of his mouth was hitting the head of the fish. I mean, yeah, the head of the fish, the head of the frog.
So he's probably just swatting it out of the way.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I go, maybe he's just a juvenile that doesn't want anybody in his little. He doesn't want to eat. He just doesn't want nothing in his territory right now.
Right.
I said, but it was just frustrating. It was just a frustrating fucking day today.
Son of a bitch.
We did do a good deed though. I found a new place on the Merrimack River to fish, and you can fit like 6 people, 7 people. It's awesome. And him and I were me and Kramer were the only ones there. And then his family showed up, and they had like a 12-year-old, and he got his lure up on a fucking branch. So they're trying to get it down. They couldn't get it down. So I go over and I cast on purpose into the fucking branch to pull it down, because I figured with the 50-pound test I can pull it down further, which I did. The problem is that it was like 4 or 5 inches out of the reach of fucking Kramer, because he's like 6'9". Anyways, long story short, Kramer goes back to get the grappling, I call it a grappling hook because that's what it looked like. I go, what is that? A grappling hook? He goes, no, that's my anchor, you idiot. We threw that up on the tree. Bring it down. We just couldn't do it. We tried and tried. So finally, the kid said, that's okay. You know, I actually found that lure. I didn't bring it with me. And I just went, oh, Jesus Christ. But the parents were happy that we took the time to try to help the kid out. And he wound up catching
I love walking along the beach and finding lures.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, look, a bobber. It's like, oh.
He wound up catching a smallie, the kid, before we left.
Dude, one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I had an uncle who was like, before he passed away, he worked in the coal mines. He got crushed in a coal mine. He lost like one of his legs, and his hip was all fucked up, and he had a bad arm and bad eye, and But man, he loved to go catfishing. And he would go to Walmart or whatever and buy the newest, latest shit that they had, like bobbers with lights in them and shit, so he could catfish at night. And he never caught a damn thing, but he loved going catfishing. And I'll never forget, he bought one of them big-ass bobbers that had a green light in it. And when that thing went underwater, he jerked that fucking pole so hard, that bobber come flying, and you could see it come flying up on the bank, hit him right in the fucking forehead.
I hate when that
I'll
happens.
never forget that, man. Oh,
Well, the next time I go horn pouting or catfishing, I'm what's the name of the rig, Stevie, that you tie the weight on first and then a foot up, you put your fucking hook.
Carolina.
Is that a Carolina rig? We're gonna do one of those and catch some. See if we can catch either some carp or some catfish. So
The way
and
I
hopefully,
used to run that, I would put the weight on my line and then tie a swivel on and then a leader and then my hook. That way, when you cast it out, the weight goes to the bottom. When the fish bites, the line just slides through that swivel, and you can't feel the weight until it's too late.
okay, I'll
You
tell
can
him
let
that.
go with it a little bit. You know?
I never set one up before. I've never put one on before. Because I asked him, because I couldn't understand. I says, "Are you using a barrel swivel?" He says, "For what?" Because I couldn't get how. I go, if the weight's sitting here, I says, and then here's your line, and your hook's gonna sit over here. I go, how do you connect this line to this line here, without a barrel swivel or without some kind of, you know? And he said to put your weight on, and then double up the line that the weight is on, and then attach your fucking hook.
Right.
I just never did it. I never used a rig like that. I never found a necessity to do that. You know, Mikey, concentrate on mastering the bobber rig before trying the Carolina rig. I fucking hate him.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite rigs down south. I used to fish with big minnows a lot, and that way you can give the minnows some line and let them swim free. You know.
Yep. That's when we used the live minnows for. Well, can I tell you? I asked for smalls when we went ice fishing with my daughter. This small and my small are obviously two different things. So that means my prick is this fucking big. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I says to the guy, "Can I have some small ones?" He says, "Yeah." He goes, "How many you want?" I said, "Oh, just give me a dozen or so." He gives me a dozen. Of course, after I buy everything, I got on like some guy says, "No, you should have just used chloralus." I'm like, "Fuck!" But they were fucking huge.
Sounds like he gave you crappie minnows. Those crappie minnows.
They weren't even, dude. They weren't even minnow. Okay, so what I call a minnow and what other people call a minnow are two different things. I call a minnow, they're fry, and then they turn from fry into these little tiny fish about this big. That's what I call a minnow that hangs out on the shoreline because they don't want to get eaten. That's what I call a minnow. These motherfuckers call a minnow, and I'm not even joking. They're like 8 inches long, and that's a small one.
Well, technically, a minnow is a species.
What's that?
A minnow is a species.
Yes.
A minnow will never get
like
there.
the small ones we said were minnows, and those bigger ones we called chubs.
You call
chub?
what?
I thought the chub was the shiner one, the one that shines with the golden.
No, that's a shiner.
See, I call those shiners, and up north in New Hampshire they call them chubs.
Huh. Yeah, shiners have
the one the bass love.
A little bit wider body and they're real shiny.
Yeah, we call them shiners growing up.
And the ones with the big head and the long skinny body are creek chubs.
Right.
Now, was it a liberal dozen or was it exactly a dozen?
You know what? I didn't even count. He probably gave me more than I needed.
I hate those fish shops that actually count them out.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You look in the bucket, it's like, what the fuck, dude?
I had the old glass minnow jug with the wire handle.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I got a lot of old VHS home videos of me out in the creek, chubs and minnows.
We used to catch. We found a creek when we were a kid that had big golden shiners in it, which is a rarity. We used to get little ultralight rigs with teeny tiny hooks and catch them, and then sell them to the bait shop.
How old were you?
Probably about 17, 18. There you go. That's a golden shiner. It looks like.
Looks like a chub.
That's what we call creek chub here.
Man, you got some sausage fingers.
Huh? They're long.
They're long.
Squeeze it a little harder.
I was. He was squirming
Yeah,
away.
right, J Watt.
Stevie.
Huh?
It's called a rudfish.
Oh, that brown one you said?
The one that we used to call shiners.
Oh. Yeah, they had silver shiners and golden shiners. That's the one they used to charge like almost $2 a piece to go pike fishing.
Next time I catch one up north, I'll take a picture of it and show it to you.
Actually, I'm trying to think, where the hell was that creek? Because I still live close by.
In Louisiana, they call those sardines. I love sardines. I think I might have sardines for lunch tomorrow. I think I'll go to the store and buy some sardines.
You know what? I haven't had them in a while either. I'm about due.
Yeah.
You guys are making me want to fly out to California, go fishing with Dad.
Little Mayo.
I love that spot. He always takes me where the Napa River feeds into the ocean.
You never know what you're going to catch in that.
Fishing with Angel.
Now that they all ball up. They all ball up and then have do the whales come in and eat them all? No.
I remember them sardine fishing in California, and they would have a line with a weight on it with like 8 tiny little hooks. They're like a little hooks of bread on each one. Drop it down, pull it up. Drop it down, pull it up. They catching them 4 or 5 at a time.
Jay Watt, I don't think I can get on a boat with him. He's a fucking nutcase. Jay Watt wants me to charter a trip with Shelby the Swamp Man in Dish.
That'd make for a great video. You and that
He's the fucking bomb.com.
What was that gun he always had? The freaking revolver that he had that was
big old 44 mag.
Yeah.
Long.
But he can't drive a boat worth of shit. You ever see him drive a boat? Oh my god.
He's been on that river a long time.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I don't trust boats. Sorry.
When people are like that, man, you don't know what's around that corner.
No, that's what I'm saying. You never know what can happen.
Imagine people are real careful in that area because they have to watch out for him.
Yeah. Come putting down
But he is a
pontoon boat, get T-boned by Shelby.
What's his moniker? His staple of things that come out of his mouth. Didn't he used to say something all the time?
Oh yeah, like the Turtle Man always says, yee.
Yeah. I miss the Turtle Man. He was fucking awesome.
That came out at the worst time because my name at work at the time was Turtle Girl.
Oh.
I'm like, whoa, I don't want to be called that no more.
He was the bomb. He was the bomb. I loved him. He was him and his little friend too. You know, it's just always his cousin or something, right? I think it was his cousin he used to do it with.
What the hell does Shelby say all the time?
Catchphrase, right?
Yeah, like a catchphrase. Thank you.
Shelby Stinger, catchphrase. Says Legend of Shelby. Tony Roney, he says, is what it says.
Tony Roney used to say something else, I thought.
Here we go.
There it is.
Top 10 Shelby Stinger quotes. Here we go. Where are they at? Let's see here. Too much because it feels good. Wait a minute. Oh, these are just quotes.
And the way he laughs is just fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. That's not what I wanted.
Shit.
Mike, I found you a cookbook.
I already have. What's the name's cookbook?
50 ways.
50 Ways to Eat a Cock. Yeah, you're pretty funny, asshole.
Hooker's
Figures we're here on a chat. He's all silent and he's looking at fucking gay porn.
Right.
I'll be your huggy bear if you be my twink. I can see his fucking. What do you call it now on the site there for the fucking people to hook up?
Let's go.
I'll be your
Hi.
big bear if you be my Twinkie.
I may cuss a lot, but I pray a lot too. We're having turtle soup tonight.
Right.
That's why I was thinking of
Oh
turtle.
my God, is this not the
Turtle
truth?
soup tonight. That's what it was. That's what I remember.
Here's the ultimate truth in a meme, Steve.
I just turned 18. Start a kid.
Started kid. Right on. Mosing, the shotgun you hit yourself in the face with, and a
Yep.
high point.
There's one worse than that. There's a shotgun worse than that, Stevie. The fucking stock, instead of, you know how on you have the pistol grip like that on a shotgun or a regular stock, right?
Yeah.
The stock on this shotgun is round at the end.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, you talking? It's like the duck, like a duck head's birds, like a bird's head. Yeah, that's like the shockwave. Yeah.
That's fucking stupidest fucking shotgun I've ever seen.
They said they're actually easier on your wrist if you shoot them the way you're supposed to shoot them, which
Because
is
they're not
hip shooting.
And also, Mikey, they're not shotguns.
They're other gun, any other gun.
Yeah, all other weapon or whatever. Yeah, because it was never a shotgun.
I could have sworn it was a pump shotgun.
No. It's not a shotgun, Mikey.
Okay, listen.
According to the
guys,
ATF.
Fuck the ATF.
It may look like a shotgun, but it's not a shotgun.
No, I don't want to
operate
blunderbuss.
like a shotgun, but it's not a shotgun.
The
Because
blunderbuss always blows up in the cartoons.
Because
But
it
they
was
say that-
manufactured. Because it was manufactured with a rotor barrel and a bird's head grip. It's technically never was a shotgun, so it can't be a sawed-off shotgun because it was manufactured that way.
I wouldn't mind shooting a blunderbuss though.
I would love to have one of those, a real big one.
You know what, though?
They said a lot of people got killed. Like you went to aim it at somebody and it shot the fucking guy four people over on the left or something.
Innocent bystander.
Remington makes one, Mossberg makes one, and then Charles Daly, which I think is just the name that they stamp on like a Turkish-made all other weapons gun. But those are running pretty cheap. You can pick those up for like less than $300.
Blunderbuss?
No, like the Shockwave, except for it's a Charles Daly model.
But anyhow, they say that if you hip shoot them like you're supposed to, you're not supposed to aim them. They're made for killing somebody in a hallway or whatever. The straight stock is a lot easier on your wrist than the T-handled one.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind having a little Mossberg Shockwave.
Well, Dish, that's his next toy.
I want a potato gun that's just right for Orbeez.
Right.
Oh, there you go. If they could stand the shock.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? There's a video on my channel. I don't know if it's private or not, but it was. It's an old one from years ago. We were shooting a potato gun, but the potato gun was just big enough that my buddy worked at a lawnmower service company where they, sold lawnmowers and stuff. And he used to keep all the old lawnmower oil filters, and we would shoot oil filters out of the damn thing. And
wow.
But if you
any old oil filters, do we?
But if you take steel wool and stuff it down in the oil filter and then soak it in kerosene, when it goes off, it's got a hell of a tracer round going down at nighttime. But you can hear the
Huge
video.
forest fire reported in Ohio.
Yeah, the video that I have on my channel, we're shooting it. My buddies are there and they're shooting the potato gun with the oil filter in it, and it's like boom, and you can hear the oil filter hit a tree like 100 yards away. It's like, knock. I mean,
So you do sort of get a report. That's not bad.
let's see.
I like shooting all the way over the house to that one guy's garage door, man. That thing's like a drum. Boom. Hope nobody's in there.
The hell was that? Somebody's always knocking on my garage door and I can't find them.
That damn bitch across the street.
Any birds on your feeder this morning? Cool, I found it.
Yes, yes, yes. I can actually show you.
Cool.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna find it. This is really cool too. Oh, did I take it out?
Oh,
Open. Eject. Nice. Now, which one is it?
The one in the middle.
Gee, what?
I'd like to get one of them blood salt guns or whatever. That'd be kind of fun. Sitting out on the porch, you know?
Right.
Oh my God, Steve, you're not going to believe this. You got a chance to see the burnt down house across the street. One of the kids showed up with a paintball gun.
Oh, really?
Orange paint. And I'm laughing my ass off. And then later, I walk over to Debbie's and I start walking back and I'm like, oh no, it looks like it's just been graffitied. Our neighborhood looks like worse now. Orange paintball splatter all over that yellow house.
Right. But on the good side, it's supposed to wash off in the rain.
Good.
Here's the ferro rod and striker set I made today.
Ooh, let's see it. Oh, cool. Oh, my word. That is awesome.
Some bug-eaten oak.
That is freaking epic.
Right. That's for a new friend of mine's daughter. He wants to give her a set. And then he was having trouble getting his to spark, so I made him a striker.
Oh, cool.
The same stuff, but not as much figure on it.
Very cool.
Now,
All right. Steve or Dish? In our room. If you want to play the video. That's my video, so I give permission to play it on the live.
You looking at it, Dish?
Nope.
Did you say nope?
I said nope,
Oh, I see how you are.
but I will.
Thank you, P2E.
Go to chat. Why'd they have to change it?
I don't know. It's all
I hate
screwed up
that.
on my phone.
Select a conversation.
Right on, J. Watt. Dish used to play paintball. Turns out they thought using marbles was an assault. That'd just be a dirty trick, wouldn't it? Golly, that would hurt.
Yeah, you know those white marbles that you use for slingshots?
You can't say white anymore, Ohio, for fuck's sakes. The lack of any other color
Yeah,
marbles.
those we shot those on a paintball gun. They're just big enough to go. I mean, they're not 68 caliber. They're smaller, so
Yeah.
they did rattle around in there quite a bit. But they would shoot out, but they weren't very accurate. But man, they would shatter when you shot like the side of the barn.
Yikes. you ready for me to share it?
Yeah, let's see it.
I can't
Lisa?
figure out how to do it. Oh, I see. You got to allow it.
I gotta let you do it.
That's all right. I was trying to get all prepared first. All right, where's the
Hi,
bar?
squirrel.
Where's the bar at? Control 11, I think. Darn it, I can't find this.
Man, that camera is really clear.
Yes, it is.
Whose video is that?
Shalisa's.
And
Okay.
for some reason, because I'm sharing it, I can't get the timeline, so I'm going to try to do it this way.
Watch carefully, folks. You might see porno
Yeah,
on accident.
I can't get the time.
He's in the
Fucking
3-point
Canadian
stance,
squirrels.
ready for football.
That's funky. I don't know why, but it's not letting me scroll back and forth with it.
Weird. Are you doing it on your computer or on this screen? The stuff I shared.
Well,
Uh-oh, here comes the porno.
I know, right?
Too bad you
There
were
it is. Now we got it. Okay. Now we got it. We got. So
Oh, cool.
here we go.
Too bad you're on present because Susie just walked past the screen naked.
All
Sorry,
right.
you missed it.
Perfect timing, huh? So far, the squirrels haven't figured it out, but the Blue Jays can't resist it. They're still nervous around it.
I'm sorry. I hate Blue Jays.
Yeah, they're mean.
Boy, they are squawking.
The babies
Well-
just flew the coop last week, so they're going to be around following mom and dad crying a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's what they do around this time of year. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, pretty awesome.
That is so cool.
Let me out. Let me out.
Now, I thought you were going to put it further away from the fence than that. It looks like it was really close.
It does on camera. It does.
Also, the squirrels can't make that leap.
Oh, they probably will after a few weeks of strength training. Yeah, I'm
That's
expecting
awesome.
it. So I'll be buying one of those green discs that go like a cone, like an umbrella. I'll
Oh.
eventually have to put one on there. And about the umbrella in the center, I have it in a spot that hardly ever gets rain because it's right under the trees. And that's
Cool.
going to be a big bonus. I'll have a lot of tree crap in it though. And unfortunately, when I measured out where it's going to be, I forgot to look up. It's right under the power lines. So there's going to be extra poop on there, and I wouldn't be surprised if the squirrels learn how to shimmy on the power line. Drop on down.
Going to drop in for some nuts.
Yep. Nuts.
Is that video shareable, Dish?
Yep.
Hit it.
I don't know how to share. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Oh,
click it right down below on your screen. Share screen.
mute camera and leave.
Okay, something's happening here. Just a second. Not a clue what.
And then it will pop up and it will ask you what screen. Just click in the middle and then hit share. Don't worry. In case you got boobs or something, it pops below first and I have to approve it.
Right now it's thinking. I don't know why it's doing that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you might want to share it if you can.
Sure. Make me do it. Make me look like a dummy. Okay, I'll go try. Yeah. Oh, wrong video. Whoops. Unsee that.
Yay! Screenshot, screenshot.
Hey, SKS.
What up, SKS?
SKS. Oh, by the way, Dish,
Yes.
your candle that I gave you, the lid is actually one of the lids to the candle jars that SKS Hugo
Cool.
candle jars. And I
Yeah.
was like, man, I think that'll fit that purple candle. And whoop, popped right on there. Now you got a lid for KS, you go.
Awesome.
All right, let me see if I can figure it out.
These ones.
Oh, yes. Awesome.
Ooh, that's a bit long.
Okay, let me bring it up.
Woohoo.
See it?
Yeah. Make sure you put the volume up so you can hear it hit the trees.
Somebody's sawing logs, just saying.
That's Mikey breathing.
Oh, I know.
You can say it, but he's still gonna be sorry. Damn!
Wow. That thing had a good report, too.
Do it again.
Oh, this stupid thing is in the way. Damn it.
You can move it, drag it from where the white part and move it.
Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. You're so smart.
No, I just pay attention sometimes.
Yes, KS.
Okay, smart ass. I'm trying to get it where I can repeat that. I love that sound. There we go.
Heavy breathing.
Damn!
Crack.
Damn!
That's badass. Potty mouth. That was badass.
Hey, zoom in on him.
Everybody get their screenshot ready.
Okay.
Nice. Hey, buddy, what's up?
He's tired.
What up, SKS?
J-Watt.
Whoops. Yeah. Potato gun, and they shot a lawnmower oil filter out of it. You know, that's weird, Ohio. That lawnmower filter didn't work as a silencer for shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He used to show up with like a 5-gallon bucket full of like used oil filters. And we'd sit there and shoot them.
Right on. More like a flamethrower, J-Watt. I think a flamethrower would be appropriate. It's almost 1 o'clock.
Oh,
You
yeah.
You guys ready to boogie board on out of here, Dish?
Sure.
Got your boogie board in the corner already?
Yeah, I'm all ready to go. Hit the waves.
All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. 423 freaking comments out.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. You keep this rolling. Otherwise, we'll end up with a whole lot of dead air.
Right.
Because, you know, I'm not really a good conversationalist. Have an enjoyable Sunday. Get some good sleep. Play
Night
nice.
all.
Night, everyone.